The final game of the 4-game road trip ends where it began, at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, right here in Jacksonville, Florida, home of the Jacksonville Icemen. Good evening, everyone. Guy Chiarenza here with you tonight on the Gladiators Broadcast Network. Atlanta right back on it after a loss yesterday in South Carolina. Again, it is the final game of a 4-game road trip for the Gladiators before they start a 5-game homestand starting next weekend against Greenville. Atlanta this season is 4-1 on the road. Did fall yesterday to South Carolina, but they are still doing pretty well to start the season. 8-2 record, 16 points, second in place in the South Division, technically tied for first with South Carolina, who also picked up their 8th win of the season yesterday against the Gladiators. The Stingrays are currently in action playing the Orlando Solar Bears. So with a win today, the Gladiators can either retake first place or once again be tied for first place. And they will look to bounce back after a loss, just their second of the season. Remember, the last time the Gladiators lost to Greenville on the 5th of the month, they rallied back with 2 straight wins to start the road trip. They're taking on a Jacksonville team that is currently sitting at 6-5, 12 points on the season, 4th place in the South. They won their last game on Thursday, a school game against Orlando, and the verdict is still to be determined for this Icemen team. They're still trying to find out their identity, what kind of team they are. They've been backstopped by exceptional goaltending, but have struggled in terms of special teams and have struggled to score this season. They will look to pick up a win at home as they are currently 1-2 in this building to start the season. It is the second of 13 meetings this season between Atlanta and Jacksonville. Atlanta won the first meeting right here at the beginning of the road trip just a week ago on the 7th of November. It was a 5-2 win for the Gladiators. And the offense was rolling. The Gladiators scored on the power play. Cody Sylvester had his first of the season. It was an excellent night for the Gladiators as they picked up the win. Look to do it again here today to finish their road trip and head back home 9-2. Let's go back to last night against South Carolina at North Charleston Coliseum. We saw a goaltending duel for the ages between TJ Septemfelter and Mitchell Gibson. Atlanta outshot South Carolina 33-22 last night. Outshot them 17-3 in the third period, but they just could not find a way to solve Mitch Gibson. TJ Septemfelter put on a show, stopping 21 of 22. The lone goal that got by him was scored by Kyler Kupka about midway through the second period, and that ended up being the game-winning goal as Mitchell Gibson put together a 33-save shutout for the Stingrays. Atlanta went 0-3 on the power play. They did go for 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Watch for that special teams battle to come into effect here today. Especially keep an eye on that Gladiators power play. There have been chances in the last 2 games for the Gladiators to either win the game in regulation or tie the game on the power play. They have not been able to put the puck in the back of the net on the man advantage as of late. We'll see if they can turn things around here tonight against a Jacksonville team whose penalty kill is slightly below the middle of the pack at 81.8% in the league. Gladiators did put together a very good effort last night, came out guns blazing, outshot the Stingrays early, but again, just could not solve Mitch Gibson. Really, the story was they got goalied, and fortunately for the Gladiators, they've got a great goalie of their own. TJ Septemfelter is currently among the league's best. Top 21 of 22 last night. He is first in the ECHL in goals against average with a 1.01 goals against average. He's second in the ECHL in save percentage. What more can you ask for from TJ Septemfelter? He has been fantastic for the Gladiators. We will see him again here today. It will be the first instance for any Gladiators goaltender this season between Septemfelter and Hyder in which a Gladiators goalie has started back-to-back games. This is game number 11 for the Gladiators this season. And they're taking on a Jacksonville team that defeated the Orlando Solar Bears 4-3 on Thursday morning in a school day game. Jacksonville led 4-1 after the first period in that contest, but got outshot by the Solar Bears 39-12 in the final 2 periods. Dunkley had 1 goal and 1 assist for the Icemen as he put together his first multi-point game of the season for Jacksonville, and the Icemen got some help scoring from the back end as they got a pair of multi-point performances from 2 defensemen, as John Spetz put together a 1 goal and 1 assist performance, as did Braden Hislop. Christopher Brown also scored a goal for the Icemen, and Chris Grando had 2 assists in the 4-3 victory for Jacksonville. But the real story of the show was Scott Ratzlaff stopping 45 of 48 to hang on as the Icemen survived on Thursday morning against the Solar Bears. So they built up their big lead in the first period, kind of sat back on cruise control for the last 2 periods. A complete game from the Gladiators here today might just be what they need to take down the Icemen, as Jacksonville did not put together a good 60-minute performance on Thursday. Jacksonville does has the upper hand in terms of rest. They were off yesterday while the Gladiators were in North Charleston. For Atlanta, it's 2 games in 2 days. Jacksonville 2 in 3. Jacksonville power play went 0 for 3 on Thursday against Orlando. Jacksonville's power play hovering right around the middle of the pack in the league at 17.9%, but that's not necessarily a figure where you would say that that's a good power play. So Jacksonville's struggling on the man advantage themselves, and the Iceman penalty kill went 1 for 2. As we did talk about before earlier in the pregame show, Jacksonville penalty kill is operating at 81.8%. That's 17th best in the ECHL. Some roster moves occurred earlier today. We saw 2 players get called back up to Milwaukee. We'll talk all about it on the other side of the break. We'll also talk about a Gladiator playing in his 100th pro game here tonight. We'll get to the keys to the game presented by Beaver Toyota Mazda. We'll also get to the starting lineup here tonight between the Gladiators and the Icemen. All that coming up on the other side of the break. This is Atlanta at Jacksonville to end the 4-game road trip. This is the Gladiators Broadcast Network on Flow Hockey and YouTube.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 38th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2026 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2026 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Welcome back to Jacksonville, where we're about set for first period action between the Gladiators and the Icemen. Earlier in the day, it was announced by the Gladiators and the Milwaukee Admirals that defensemen Chad Nychuk and Jack Mateer have been called up to Milwaukee. So the Gladiators here today will be dressing 5 natural defensemen and 1 forward acting as a defenseman in the lineup due to that call-up. Anthony Furiolo gets back into the lineup due to this change, and he tonight will be skating in his 100th professional game. So congratulations to Anthony Furiolo. Excited to see him back in the lineup. Ethan Scardina will be paired up with him here today, as he will be dressing as a defenseman, although he is a natural forward. With that, let's get to the keys to the game presented by Beaver Toyota Mazda. Keys brought to you by head coach Matt Ginn. And of course, that first one is the next man up mentality. Gladiators are without 2 of their top defensemen in Nychuk and Mateer, of course, getting called up to Milwaukee. So that next man up mentality is coming to effect here tonight. We point our finger at Furiolo and Scardina. Those 2 are the next man up. We'll see how they perform here tonight on the road in Jacksonville. Second key is to stick with the process. Just got to trust that process. And so Matt Ginn and the Gladiators have been executing well all season long. What's up, Penn Campbell? Hop in here, dude. Let's go. That's you. Gladiators sticking with the process this season. They've been very, very good all year long at executing what Matt Ginn has laid out for them. Third key is to win the hard areas. And of course, we're talking about those gritty areas around the boards, winning those puck battles. That is one of the keys to success, and that's the final key to the game with head coach Matt Ginn, presented by Beaver Toyota Mazda. I'm joined up here in the broadcast booth by Penn Campbell. Penn, thanks for joining me here today. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sure is.
I saw you down there on the bench earlier. How did warm-ups look?
Pretty good.
Gladiators are fired up, trying to bounce back, get into the win column again to end this road trip before they head back home for 5 straight. Here are the starting lineups here tonight between the Gladiators and the Icemen. We'll start with Jacksonville, who has not sent me their starting lineup here tonight, but have to presume that Chris Grando, Christopher Brown, and Nathan Dunkley will get the start. Oh, I just cut their starters. And it is exactly how I presumed. So it will be Chris Grando, Christopher Brown, and Nathan Dunkley who will get the start here tonight for Jacksonville. Brown leads the team in scoring coming into the matchup with 6 goals and 4 assists for 10 points on the season. And so watch out for that line. They've been highly dangerous for Jacksonville this season. Starting defenseman will be number 18, John Spetz, who had a goal and an assist on Thursday, along with Braden Hislop. That'll round out the starting 5 skaters for Jacksonville. Getting the start in net tonight for the Icemen is number 31, Cameron Rowe, standing at 6'3", 215 pounds. Rowe this season has played in 4 games, has a record of 1-3, a 2.79 goals against average, a 916 save percentage, and 1 shutout on the season. He stopped 26 of 28, a 4-1 loss to South Carolina last Saturday. So 1 week ago was the last time Rowe hit the ice. We'll see him again here today. That is the starting lineup for Sean Teakle's Jacksonville Icemen. Starting lineup for your Atlanta Gladiators. Getting the start at left wing is number 61, Kaylin Lind. Standing at 6'1", the native of Swift Current, Saskatchewan, has 1 goal and 4 assists for 5 points in 9 games this season. Starting center tonight is number 13, Alex Young. Standing at 6 foot even, 179 pounds. Native of Calgary, Alberta, leads the Gladiators in scoring with 5 goals and 5 assists for 10 points in 10 games. Getting the start at right wing is Joey Cipollo, standing at 5'11", 192 pounds. Native of Purchase, New York, has 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points in 10 games. Saw Cipollo get a little scrappy last night in South Carolina and tied up with Lyndon Breen. There's a good scuffle for Cipollo. He's on that starting line for the Gladiators here tonight. Getting the start in the back end is number 8, Ryan Conroy at left defense, along with number 3, Jack Robolotti. That pairing gets elevated as the top pairing here tonight due to the absence of Mateer and Nychuk. And the starter in net for the Gladiators here today is number 35, T.J. Semptenfelter. For the first time this season, he will make back-to-back starts for Atlanta, standing at 6'1", 190 pounds. He has been sensational this season. In 5 games, has a record of 4-1, a 1.01 goals against average, and a 953 save percentage. You know, it's not very often that you see a goaltender in a loss see statistics stay the same. So that's how good Semptenfelter was last night, as his save percentage remains at 953, one of the best in the league. And he has the best goals against average in the league with a 1.01 goals against average. And again, because of the call-ups due to Mateer and Nychuk going to Milwaukee, Anthony Furiolo back in the lineup playing in pro game number 100. And Ethan Scardina slides down to that third D pairing with Furiolo. Jarvis and Les remain on the second pairing. Peter Morgan slides back into the lineup for his second professional game. Last time we saw Peter Morgan, the product of SUNY Geneseo, was in that Florida game, the 2-0 win in Estero on the 24th of October. And so that is the lowdown for Matt Gins, Atlanta Gladiators. Zach Vanel is the assistant coach. 3-man officiating crew here tonight, led by Nolan VII, wearing number 51. Linesmen are Nick Klitschko and Zach Carson, wearing number 41 and 61, respectively. So, should be a lot of fun here tonight. Penn, they got a good view of the Gladiators down there in warm-ups. Were you able to catch any of last night's game against the Stingrays?
Yeah, I was able to catch a little bit.
What were your thoughts there?
They look good.
It's a pretty good game for the Gladiators last night, but just could not find a way to solve Mitchell Gibson. We'll see if they can sneak one by Cameron Rowe early in today's game against the Icemen to round out the road trip here in Jacksonville. Coming up next on the Gladiators Broadcast Network, the national anthem from VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. And after that, we will have first period puck drop for you here in Jacksonville. This concludes the pregame report here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network. We'll see you on the other side.
Now at this time, we ask that you remain standing as we welcome Thunderbolt Elementary for the singing of our national anthem. Icemen fans, big round of applause for Thunderbolt Elementary. And fans, one more round of applause for the future farmers of America displaying tonight's American flag. If our captains can join us down at the carpet for tonight's ceremonial puck drop.
We are all set and ready to go from VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena right here in Jacksonville. I am Guy Chiarenza, joined by Penn Campbell here today on the Gladiators Broadcast Network. Happy to have you with us here tonight. Gladiators wrapping up what is a 4-game road trip that started here in Jacksonville with a 5-2 win. It hopefully ends here in Jacksonville with another win before the Gladiators open a 5-game homestand at Gas South Arena in Duluth. Gladiators are wearing their white jerseys with blue numbers and gladiator gold trim. They will skate from right to left to begin play here tonight. The Icemen are wearing country-themed jerseys. It is a plaid jersey with their signature Icemen blue, white numbers, blue name bar with white lettering, and a brown belt that goes around the waistline. Pretty interesting look for Jacksonville. They will skate from left to right here tonight on their country-themed night. The Gladiators will have one of their own later on in the season. Make sure you check AtlantaGladiators.com for all the promos. We got a good one on tap. Starting netminder for Atlanta here tonight is TJ Septemfelter. How good has he been this season? He's been sensational.
Yeah, he's really good.
Septemfelter under contract with the AHL's Milwaukee Admirals. Gets the start in back-to-back games for the Gladiators. He's the first Gladiator goaltender to make back-to-back starts this season. This is game number 11 to this point. He's been alternating starts with Ethan Heider, but since Heider got called up to Milwaukee on Sunday, it is Septemfelter's net, and he will look to defend it and get the Gladiators back in the win column. Alex Young will meet Christopher Brown at center circle for the opening faceoff. Puck is dropped, and we are underway in Jacksonville. And very quickly, right off the rip, it's an offside on the Gladiators. Good idea from Joey Cipollone to try and enter the zone. Tried to play it back to Lind. And so 4 seconds in, it is an offside on the Gladiators. So Young will take the faceoff again against Brown. Brown coming off a performance in which he had a goal on Thursday. He is currently in the middle of a 3-game goal-scoring streak. 3 goals and 1 assist in that span. He won the faceoff back, but Atlanta was able to steal it away. Puck lifts into the Atlanta zone. Conroy pots it off the wall. Brown steals it back, drops it down low for Dunkley. Return feed picked off by Cipollone. Lads move up ice, developing 3-on-1 if they hurry. Cipollone to Conroy, feathers it wide of the goal. And it's going to be another offside on the Gladiators on that zone entry. So 28 seconds in, and we've already got 2 offside calls on the Gladiators. On comes the second line of Boudon, Sylvester, and Francis. That face-off is contested off the drop of the puck. Jacksonville able to squirm out of the pile with it. Fulp gains the red line, wires it around the glass to the left side. Icemen reverse back to the near corner where a big hit is thrown by Jarvis on Coughlin. Dislodges him from the puck. Upwards goes Francis. Tries to dangle through two defenders and almost does it. Puck goes to the near corner. Glad's trying to keep it in the attacking zone. Puck will go behind Cameron Rowe. Francis to Boudon. He'll shimmy up the wall a little bit more. Return it to Francis. Quickly contested by an Iceman there in the corner. That is MacArthur. And now a board battle ensues at the half wall. Sylvester able to jam it free, moves his way to the top of the left circle and shoots wide of Rowe. Puck goes out the backside of the net, goes back to Sylvester, finds Boudon, moves it low to high. A shot by Jarvis goes high and wide. From the right point, Les navigates it around the boards to the left side, back to Jarvis. He'll float it back the other way. As fresh off the bench is Denemy. He leaves it for Les at the line. He'll shoot. Goes off the skate of MacArthur into the slot. Batted down. Les keeps it in. From high to low, finds Denemy. From the left corner, surveys. Has a trailer, shot by Les. Fought off by Rowe. And the Icemen will clear the zone. That's a good-looking start for the Gladiators there.
Yeah.
In comes Denemy again. Finds Walter on the left side. Shoulders off a defender. Gladiators continue to cycle. Shot from the right point. Hits a man in front. Delayed penalty. And the whistle blows. 2:03 in. We have our first penalty of the night. And it looks like
And tonight, these lucky fans have been chosen for the PNC Bank Corey Get You Here Seat Upgrade. Congratulations.
let's see who they grab here. Looks like it's a cross-checking call on the Icemen. So they tried to sneak away and not get caught for it, but go into the box ultimately. It is number 24 for Jacksonville, Jordan. So the Gladiators have their first chance on the Eco-Electric power play here. Gladiators 0 for 8 on their last attempts. Last time they scored on the man advantage was in this building. Walter from the right side. Plays it down low. Quick pass to the slot. Right there is Young, but he couldn't jam it in. Les from low to high. Finds Cipolo. Throws it across. Right side. Walter back to the slot. Spinorama from Lind. Couldn't tuck it home. Young getting back to work. Gets caught in a board battle. Gets some help from Cipolo. Don't go around the net. Wedged off the puck nicely there by Grando. He will clear. But not a bad start to this Gladiator power play. Les will wait behind Semtenfelter. Normally we'd see Chad Nychuk on this power play quarterbacking things, along with Jack Mateer in the second unit. But their services are unavailable as they got called up to Milwaukee earlier in the day. So here is Young. Right over center circle, comes barreling in. Young feeds it to the right. Drop pass at the line. Firiolo holds. Delays back to Lynn. Takes in the return. Back to Lynn at the line. Throws it to the right circle. Wide open is Nolan for a chance. Make that Boudon. And it rings off the crossbar. Now MacArthur comes in shorthanded. On the right side. Feeds it to the middle. And oh boy, he was looking for a man in front. That was John Spetz. And the Gladiators come away unscathed. Lind on the left side enters, but the Glads are offside with 16:33 left in the first and 37 seconds left on the power play. Penn, the Glads were just inches away from taking the lead there. We heard that one from over here.
That was close.
It was a good chance for Louis Boudon, and the Gladiators did a nice job of cycling the puck around to give Boudon some open space. Had a lot of time to take that shot. Just found iron.
Yeah.
Glads fan, you can still make your pick as to who is going to score the first goal and the first assist. Go to our social media channels. First goal is presented by Hancock Whitney Bank, and the first assist is presented by Pinnacle Promotions. Here is Firiolo off a neutral zone face-off win. 26 seconds left on the power play. He drops it back for Francis, and away he goes. Francis to the left side for Sylvester. Return to Francis at the end wall. Left for Boudon. Tried to cycle it to the right side for McNamee. Getting in front of that is Bykov for Jacksonville, and another board battle ensues. Jacksonville emerges from the pile. One last clear. And it is an unsuccessful eco-electric power play to start. Conroy will wait behind Septemfelter, back at even strength. Still no score here in Jacksonville. 4:23 gone by in the first. Conroy throws it through the neutral zone. Off a series of sticks it goes to the near corner. Burns beats out two Icemen to it. Slaps it off the wall. Up top to Conroy. Across he goes. Rowe Bellotti, a shot into traffic. Steered away by Rowe. Out into the netting it goes. And the clock will stop. 4:38 into period one. Pest that came in-house is Joey Cipollone. He is the Glads leader in penalty minutes with 14, and all 14 of those penalty minutes came last night. And they got into his number wrong, too. They put him down as number 14. He's number 71. I wouldn't necessarily call Joey Cipollone a pest, would you, Penn?
No.
Although he was a little scrappy last night in South Carolina, getting into a fight with Lyndon Green, although they didn't necessarily go down technically as a fight in that game. They gave him a double minor for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct for continuing an altercation. So technically, no fight there for Cipollone, although the gloves were off. Nolan in on the right side, off the wall, reels it back in. He'll go around the net to the nearest corner, throws it out in front and right onto the pad of Rowe, who puts a paw on it and freezes 4:55 in. Icemen are wearing specialty jerseys tonight for the occasion. Tonight is their country night. It's a plaid jersey with white numbers and a brown belt that goes around with a big belt buckle in front. Interesting look here tonight for the Icemen. What do you think of that?
I like the jerseys. I don't know
Gladiators.
about the purple, though.
Yeah, the purple is a little interesting. I'm not sure if that's a purple or a blue. It might be like a periwinkle kind of color.
Yeah.
Face-off won by the Glads. Quick shot by Lind, turned away by Rowe. Icemen forced it back out to center ice. Gladiators leading the shot count 5-zip through the first 5 minutes of the first. But just like we saw last night in South Carolina, Gladiators out shooting early. Here's a steal from Cipollone. All alone on the right side. He shoots, stopped by Rowe, and he goes in! The second chance from Cipollone ends up in the back of the net, and Atlanta strikes first. Joey Cipollone has his third goal of the season, steals it in the neutral zone, and does it all by himself. Cipollone gets the steal, comes in on the right side, goes between the circles and fires. Initial shot was stopped by Rowe. The juicy rebound at the top of the blue paint, shoved in by Cipollone for the score. So Penn, the Gladiators off to a great start. They outshoot the Icemen 7-zip to start, and they lead 1-0 thanks to the steal and score by Cipollone.
Yeah.
At the right point, it's Les across to Jarvis. Francis now leaves it for Jarvis. At the line has Sylvester. He'll hold and shoot. Pad saved by Rowe. Right side shot by Les into the glove of Rowe. He freezes with 14:19 to go in period one. Cipollone's goal is unassisted, coming 5:17 into the first period. Cipollone now up to 3 goals and 2 assists on the season. His second year with Atlanta. He's second on the team in goals last season with 15. Sylvester fumbles it in the neutral zone, rolls back to Septemfelter. He will freeze with 14:07 left, and just like we saw yesterday, not a very busy start for Septemfelter, although things did ramp up for him as last night's contest went on, and it did end up being a goaltending duel between him and Gibson. And for Septemfelter on a night where you're making back-to-back starts, it's not a bad thing at all that He's getting a little more rest here to begin the game. Has not been tested early. Face off to his right. Clambers around to the left point. Icemen try and slide it towards the slot. Walter gets in front of it. Puck leaks down into Icemen territory. It goes down as an icing. 6:04 into period one.
Sports in Jacksonville is looking up. Professional basketball is coming this summer. Scan the QR code to learn more about the Jacksonville Waves and score your season membership for the upcoming season.
Face-off will be to the left of Sentenfelter, near circle. Brown will take it against McNamee. Face-off won by Jacksonville. They put it on goal, and Sentenfelter makes his first save of the night. A little over 6 minutes in. Walter finds Denemy in the neutral zone. Flings it to the right side, bounces in front of McNamee. He's got it below the goal line. Topples down, draws a penalty. Arm is raised. Atlanta still with possession, and now Jacksonville touches up. And hooking is the call.
Fans, welcome to the ice, the Lean Kids Glass Ice Crew.
Timeout on the ice, and when we come back, Atlanta's going back to the Eco-Electric power play, as getting caught for hooking is number 18, John Spetz for Jacksonville. Atlanta has a chance to add to their lead when we return on the Gladiators Broadcast Network.
Section 104. And we're heading to
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Kroger. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your Thanksgiving needs. Because at Kroger, quality and low prices always come together. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Spetz in the box for hooking. Gladiators to their second Eco-Electric power play of the night. And they will have to start from the back end as Jacksonville wins the face-off and gets an early clear. Sentenfelter finds Sylvester. Drop it back to Furiolo. Series of drops backs. In comes Boudon on the right side. He's quickly stuffed, although McNamee tries to keep it in the zone. From his knees, does just that. They find Sylvester open at the left point. The captain finds Furiolo at the line. Brushes it to the right side for Boudon. And back up high, they go to Sylvester. Drops it down low. Francis back to the circle for Sylvester. Broken up there by Brown. And cleared out to the neutral zone. Boudon finds Francis. Coming in on the right side. He is shut down on the entry. Puck goes back to the right point. Held in for now by the Gladiators. And another good keep. Furiolo locates Sylvester. Tattoos it off the end wall. Rebound swatted by Francis to McNamee. Now Sylvester stationed at the left point. Has Francis below the circle. He'll cycle back up high. Drifting towards his right. Moves it to his left. Boudon tries to play it out in front. Gets blocked by Beraldo. Goes back up top to Sylvester. Francis from the right circle, holds and shoots. It's blocked. Bykov gets in front of it, and he's feeling the force. Wincing in pain, he'll go to the bench. But Jacksonville does get a clear. 23 seconds left on Atlanta's power play. Young barrels in on the left side, throws it to the middle. Walter dangling to the right for Lind. Fans on the one-timer. Young at the left point, holds. Feeds it down low. Walter from the goal line. Centers from the right circle. They fire. And it's twisted away by Rowe. What a pass there from Walter. He's able to feather it through the slot to Young on the right circle, and it's a shoulder save for Rowe that keeps this from being a 2-0 Atlanta lead. A little bit of scrappiness after the whistle, but not a whole lot. 4 seconds left on the Gladiator power play. Spett standing up in the box. Sometimes we've seen in the past where a good power play can generate some momentum, and maybe if you don't necessarily score on that power play, you score in the following seconds afterwards. Face off to the left of Rowe. Young will take it against Brown. Brown's won the face-off. Jacksonville bangs it down. That is the end of the power play for the Gladiators. 0 for 2 on the Eco-Electric power play. Les shuffles it through the neutral zone. Wanted Lind, but ends up getting Saprika. Icemen fling it through the neutral zone and into the near corner. It'll go down as an icing against Jacksonville with 11:12 to go in the first. Gladiators this season, when scoring first, are 6-0. The Icemen, when trailing first, are 1-3. The Icemen are one of those teams where they like to give themselves an early lead and defend the rest of the way through. Jacksonville playing from behind for the second time in the season series. Remember, Atlanta scored first in the last meeting between these two and ended up winning that game 5-2 last weekend. Brown from his own end jolts it off the far wall. Hard to find Grando, but Jacksonville having tough time hanging on to that puck. Grando to the right side, back to Brown. From the circle he shoots. Good defensive play by Robalati to get in front of it. Puck goes out of play, 10:55 on the clock. Happy to have all of you here joining us on Flow Sports or on the YouTube broadcast. I'm Guy Chiarenza alongside Penn Campbell. Penn, what are your thoughts here so far?
They look really good.
Gladiators put together another good start, and good start, and they are able to get a goal out of it this time. As last night in South Carolina, playing really well, got a lot of shots on goal, but they were not able to score. Today they solved that puzzle. Cipollone from the left point, stuffed by Coffee. Puck pinballs around a bit. Now here's a chance. Katosha pinballs it out in front. Semptimphelter fights it off. Fulp to the line. They'll hold for a bit, and a chance there is grabbed by Jarvis. That's Jacksonville's best chance of the game so far. Dangling out in front, a backhand shy for Carson. Goes off the end wall and away from Semptimphelter. Denemy gets to the neutral zone. Semptimphelter leaves it for Jarvis on the dump in. 9:54 left in the first. Fans take up a Let's Go Iceman chant. Atlanta with the early lead thanks to Cipollone's third of the year. Boudon meets it at the end wall with Francis. He'll jockey there with Hislop. And jockey they will. Tough battle there on the end wall. Jacksonville able to peel it away. Hardy across to the right wing. Hislop drops it off for Crane. He fires. Blocker is saved by Semptimphelter. Shot from the left wing goes through the slot and out the other side. Puck will go behind the Gladiator netminder. Furiolo, the Army product, playing game number 100 in his pro career. Able to work with Boudon to get the puck out to center. Francis. He enters his way through the neutral zone, takes his time and wires it in. He'll get off for a line change. As on comes the McNamee, Denemy, Walter line. Walter pinches on the right side, able to get the puck, and now it's quickly stolen away by Coughlin. Tried to come racing into the zone. Les is able to stand him up there and thwart his plans. Conroy and Denemy return it to Les. They'll shuffle it through the neutral zone off the stick of Walter and around to the near side. 8:37 left in the first period. Atlanta leads 1-0. McNamee tries to send it out in front to Denemy. That gets stuffed. Now Walter from low to high finds Conroy. He'll fire. It's blocked by Beraldo. and turned over on the right side. Walter in front looking for Denemy. His tap-in attempt goes wide. Puck skittles back out to the neutral zone, grabbed by Les. And they'll go right back in. They'll knock it down. Cipollone off the bench there on the forecheck. Goes careening into the corner with Fulp, although Jacksonville able to muscle out the center. Puck is whacked back to the near corner. This time Young will meet it on the forecheck. Fulp able to evade him. Link it to his left. Icemen string together a good series of passes and thread it to the neutral zone. Hits a stick there, and now is contested in front of the Jacksonville bench. Icemen pitch it to the left side. Pass to the middle, forced to the outside by Lind. 7:28 left in the first period. Atlanta leads 1-0. Nolan comes in on the right side, delayed offside, and they call it. Nolan trying to argue his case, but the horn blows and we'll go to timeout. Atlanta leads 1-0 with 7:22 left in the first period. We're back here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network after a word from our local sponsors.
Desserts are popping up on Crumble Shank. More than just cookies.
The lineup changing weekly.
Desserts now.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gwinnett Fire and Emergency Services is ready to answer the call, but we'd rather prevent them. Our free home safety survey includes checking smoke alarms, identifying common hazards, and reviewing your family's home escape plan. Schedule yours today.
At VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, the Gladiators have a 1-0 lead thanks to Joey Cipollone's third goal of the season. Penn, I really like that effort from Cipollone. Got denied on the first chance, able to whack it in on the second.
Yeah. They give their effort. Hard work pays off.
Yes, it does. Cipollone gives the Gladiators a 1-0 lead. 7:22 left in the first period. We're back to live action. Jacksonville wins a neutral zone face-off. They'll try and scramble in on the right side. Furiolo able to box out Coffee. Loose puck gathered by Peter Morgan, playing in his second professional game. He's able to chuck it out to the neutral zone. And the Icemen will reset from their own end. Petosha knocks it to the end wall. Les grabs the puck. It's checked hard by Carson. Gladiators able to volley it out to the neutral zone. Spets comes charging right back in. Slingshots it around to the left wing where it's met by Nolan. He's able to spit it out to the neutral zone. Jacksonville recollects, and Spets will drive it back in. Partial change in for Jacksonville. From the left point, they fire on goal. Kick save made by Semptimfelter. Puck trickles around to the right side where Francis grabs it. Locates Morgan. The SUNY Geneseo product locates Burns, who flips it wide right of Rowe. Puck goes to the corner. Francis tried to intercept it there. Jacksonville able to evade him. And punch it through the neutral zone. Robilotti off the end wall. Picks it up to Conroy. Has Boudon. Tried to soft tap it to Sylvester, although getting in front of him was Dalton Duhart. Jacksonville battles for it in the high slot. Atlanta able to twist it away. Now the captain, Cody Sylvester, gets out to neutral ice and comes barreling in on the left side. But the Gladiators are offside on that play. Boudon a step ahead. 5:44 left in the first period. Another offside on Atlanta, but they do have the lead. Gladiators lead by 1 thanks to Cipollone's third of the year. We are back after this here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network.
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Kroger. You get up high quality and down low prices. up high quality with our exclusive brands, and down low prices on all your Thanksgiving needs. Because at Kroger, quality and low prices always come together. Kroger.
It'll be a center circle face-off to jumpstart play again. 5:44 left in the first period. Atlanta leads by 1. Young will take the face-off against Coughlin. Cipollone whacks it towards the goal. Rowe will shovel it to his right. Bykov gets it out to center. Atlanta smashes it back in. Robilotti around the boards, played by Rowe. From the right corner, it'll be rainbowed over the neutral zone, wide of Septemfelter for an icing on Jacksonville. With 5:26 left in the first.
Fans, don't forget, Sugar Buck is on sale now.
Ben, the Gladiators are wearing that same jersey you're wearing here tonight. White jersey with blue numbers and Gladiator gold trim.
Yeah,
It's a really nice jersey.
Yeah, I like those.
I might have to get one of those myself. Gladiators have worn these jerseys throughout the course of the road trip. Fans, you can get yours at the Gladiators team store on a game day or go to atlantagladiators.com and purchase yours online. Just click that store button in the top right corner. Bumbling puck in the neutral zone. Ends up going to Jordan. Forces it out to center where it's snatched up by Conroy, the Yale product. Gets a lay of the land. Being pressured a bit by MacArthur. Locates Lind on the left side. He jump starts Cipollone. He'll grind his way in on the left side. Leaves it for Conroy. Taps it off the end wall over to open space. Lind gets there for Atlanta. The Predators prospect unable to hang on to it. Jacksonville tough on the puck. Slides it to the neutral zone with under 5 minutes left in the first. And it goes a little bit further. Septemfelter thought there could be an icing there, but there wasn't. Lind will knock it in and didn't gain the red line, so it ends up being an icing on Atlanta. Go figure. We'll pay a visit to TJ Septemfelter, who to this point has not had a busy night. Atlanta outshooting Jacksonville 8-3 to this point. Gladiators did outshoot the Stingrays 33-22 last night. 17 of those shots came in the third period, and you think Atlanta, with 17 shots in the third period, came one shy of their season high. And with 3 shots against in the third period, they were able to match their season low in shots against. So, good third period for the Gladiators, but just could not solve Mitch Gibson. Jacksonville beats out an icing, racing to it there in the corner where Jarvis and Dunkley. Atlanta able to get to the puck. Jarvis now, the alternate captain, turns it over on the right side. Grando delays and fires, and Jarvis makes a big-time block to make sure that Septemfelter didn't have to make a save. Christopher Brown finds Grando through the neutral zone. Right side, Coffey gains the circle, whacks it off the end wall. At the left point, held in by Brown, but he turns it over. Walter grabs it. Quick touch back to Walter from Denemy. He gets thwarted at the blue line, so Les will handle. Off the wall to Denemy. Morgan flings it to open space. Off the bench is Nolan. Tried to skate into it, but he gets beat out to the puck there. And Jacksonville will spring it to the neutral zone. Morgan uses the puck to Beraldo. Nolan gets it back at center. 3:13 left in the first period. Nolan pitches it to Burns. He'll scramble in on the right side, loses the puck off of his stick, ends up boomeranging back to Conroy. Has Nolan in on the left side, has some open space, delays, looks for help, tried to feed it to the middle, but it gets picked off. Petosha gets checked hard by Conroy. That divorces him from the puck. And now Nolan tried to scurry out. Get some help from Burns to keep possession. Jarvis hammers it in. Around the boards it goes. Met by Francis on the right wing half wall. Tried to backhand it to the slot. Got picked off there by Duhart. Flings it into open space. And it rolls off the stick of the ice, moving upwards. That was Crane, who couldn't hang on. Jacksonville gets a steal. Left side shot. Well wide of Semtenfelter. Fulp keeps it in at the right point. Gladiators try and muscle out the center. Crane hangs on. Tries to rip a shot from the high slot. It gets blocked. Crane dangles. Trying to get another chance, but it's poked away by Francis. Francis on the forecheck. Tried to drop it to Boudon, streaking towards the net. Jacksonville gets in front of it. 3-on-2 up ice. Crane delays for a shot. That's blocked. The rebound goes to Firiolo. Quickly locates Sylvester. The captain looks upwards and decides to just softly dump it into the near corner. Cipollone gives chase. Jacksonville able to swindle it off of his stick. Jordan lifts it to the line, held in by Young. Feeds Cipollone from the right side, centers, and it just goes over the stick of Lind. Lind gets it back, finds Robolati into the slot, wanted Young, glanced off his stick and wide. Lind comes scurrying in, left side shot, toe drag off the stick of Spets, and out of play with 1:10 to go. Ben, looks like we got a question for you on the YouTube side of things. Tracy's asking you, who's your favorite player?
I like them all.
Yeah, it's a good answer. They're all good. You got a good squad this year. Gladiators 8-2, really good start. Good vibes all around. Face off to the right of Rowe. McNamee will take it. Walter to his left. Denemy to his right. Gladiators unable to win that face off, and so Jacksonville trying to come barging in. They stuff him at the blue line. Spesk loves it down and tries to whirl it in from the right wing. Dunkley able to shimmy his way to the near corner. Conroy cuts him off. Puck leaks over to the left side where it's grabbed and tossed to the left point for Brown. They'll rip it around to the right corner. Dunkley defended well by Robolati. Jacksonville kept to the perimeter. Behind the net, Grando feeds it up top to Spets. The delay and shoot into traffic. It gets blocked, and Conroy has it. Skates it out to the red line. Quickly touches it to Walter. Walter shoots high and wide. Rebound comes to Conroy. Trying to leave it for Morgan streaking in, but the pass was offline. Jarvis from the red line pops it in on goal to Rowe. He freezes with 6.9 to go in the first. We got a lot of questions here today, Penn. Christina is asking you, who's your least favorite NHL team?
I don't really watch it, but like, probably Chicago.
Chicago?
I like Bedard, but
he is a good player. It's fun to watch. Do you think he makes the Olympic team?
oh yeah.
Sure is playing like it. Face off to the right of Rowe. Boudon will take this. Not a lot of time left in the period. Hopefully the Gladiators can win this face-off and maybe get a chance to put a shot on goal. Firiolo, left point shot, off a leg and wide. Les from the right side tried to steer it in front, but it ends up getting blocked, and the horn runs out to end the first period. So after one, it is Atlanta by one. Gladiators lead 1-0 off of Joey Cipollone's third goal of the season. Atlanta goes 0 for 2 on the power play in the first period, but they do get an even strength goal from Cipollone to take the lead after one. Gladiators this season, when leading after one period of play, are a perfect 4-0. The Jacksonville Icemen, when trailing after one this season, have not won a game this year. They are 0-3 in such instances. We will come back in a few minutes for the first intermission report here from Jacksonville. We'll recap the first period of play. We'll get Penn's perspective here today. And we'll also have some fun here in Jacksonville on a busy night in the ECHL. Gladiators 1, Icemen 0. That is your score after one. We are back after this on the Gladiators Broadcast Network.
Feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
Sometimes life's collisions leave us feeling off balance. But at 100% Chiropractic, we know how to get you back on track.
We don't just straighten you out, we empower you. We educate you on how to get to the root cause and give you a play-by-play strategy on how to get you back to 100%.
We even use lasers.
Lasers!
Our $49 first experience includes a complete set of comprehensive chiropractic x-rays, a fit 3D scan, and your first life-changing adjustment. Visit us and break the ice. Discover the power of chiropractic care at 100%.
So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Gwinnett Fire and Emergency Services is ready to answer the call, but we'd rather prevent them. Our free home safety survey includes checking smoke alarms, identifying common hazards, and reviewing your family's home escape plan. Schedule yours today.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 38th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2026 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2026 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
From VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, after one period of play, the Gladiators have the lead 1-0 over the Icemen. I'm Guy Chiarenza alongside Penn Campbell here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network. Penn, a fun first period. Gladiators come storming right out of the gate. Get an early goal from Joey Cipolo, and what'd you see there?
I mean, he was trying to stuff it in to, get a goal.
He did just that. Joey Cipolo gets his third goal of the year, 5:17 into the first period. Gladiators come out, they outshoot the Icemen 9-3 in the first period. Looked like a lot of the play through much of the first period was to our left in the Icemen zone. Gladiators doing a really good job of smothering the Icemen and getting some good chances on net. Atlanta does get that goal from Joey Cipolone, which was unassisted. Cipolone just steals it in the neutral zone, does it all himself. As you said, Penn just came barreling right down the middle, tried to stuff it in. Rowe made the initial save, but Cipolone able to pick up the rebound and slide it between the wickets of Rowe for the game's only score to this point. So, been a lot of fun here tonight. Gladiators do have two chances on the power play in the first period. They don't score, but Ben, what did you like about the Gladiators on the power play? I thought they did do some really good things there.
Yeah, they look really good.
Just couldn't find a way to score.
Yeah.
The Gladiators go 0 for 2 on the Eco Electric power play, but they are off to a good start as they do have a 1-0 lead through one period of play. So we'll see how the Gladiators fare in the second period. And fans have been asking you all season long to bring Penn's perspective back. I know you're there for opening weekend against the Utah Grizzlies. Had some fun there. So from here tonight, what are your thoughts on the game overall?
They look really good out there.
Pretty fun, and they're wearing the same jerseys that you're wearing here today.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite jersey of the bunch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I know we got that black one that we have yet to wear, though. I think we might be wearing that on the Jersey Frenzy night at the end of the month. Gladiators wearing the Glad's Fight Cancer specialty jerseys. Next time they play against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits on Glad's Fight Cancer night on the 22nd. And we've also seen the Gladiators wear those blue jerseys a couple times at the beginning of the year. We've seen a lot of specialty jerseys to start as well. And so it's been a fun time. Penn, I think we got a lot of questions in the YouTube live chat for you. You are our special guest, so let's see if we can get your perspective on some of these. Justin Burke asks, Penn, who's your favorite NFL team?
Jaguars.
Jaguars? What do you think of them this year?
They don't look too good.
You're not sold on them?
Not yet.
You a fan of Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I think he's pretty good. Question from Fuzzy. Penn, what is your favorite restaurant in Jacksonville?
Sierra Grill.
Pretty good? Is it downtown?
No, it's right where I live.
Gotcha. I'll have to try it out sometime next time we're back here. And we will be back here relatively soon. April asks, Penn, you look calm. Is it nerve-wracking being up here in the broadcast booth?
No, it's fun.
Yeah? Good to hear. Would you recommend others trying it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good to hear because we do have the Your Call program. Head on over to the Dash Auction app, go to the Gladiators page and type in Your Call. You can pick any period from any home game through the rest of the season. You can join me in the broadcast booth just like Penn, and we can have a lot of fun throughout the course of the season. So make sure you go check that out. I want you to get called up to the broadcast booth, have some fun with me. We're having a good time here in Jacksonville. Gladiators with a 1-0 lead through one period of play. Fans are complimenting my time. I'm complimenting your jersey. I really like that one. I think I might have to pick that one up. It is a lot of fun. Fuzzy asks, Penn, who's your favorite college football team?
I'm a Penn State fan.
Penn State fan. Oh, it's a tough year for them.
Had to fire their coach. Quarterback got hurt.
Oh, man. What did you think of Drew Aller before he got hurt?
He looked good, but like in the Northwestern game, he didn't look too good.
Yeah. Well, it happens. I mean, I'm a University of Utah fan. That's where I went to school, and every year we kind of just get off to a good start and then just lose a big game and kind of just throw the whole thing away. So
yeah.
Hopefully they can sneak into the college football playoff, but I don't know. We'll see. College football is kind of fun like that, though. So good to see a lot of regulars.
God. My cousin's on here.
Your cousin's on here? Is that Ethan? Give him a shout out, man.
Michigan almost lost. He's a big Michigan fan. Yeah.
You rock with Michigan as well, or?
No.
No?
I wanted them to win, but when they play Ohio State, I think they're going to lose.
Penn State got the win today, though.
Yeah.
So, good day all around, and hopefully the Gladiators can follow suit, pick up a win here today. Off to a good start, leading 1-0, out shooting Jacksonville 9-3. When we come back here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network for the second half of the first intermission report, we'll look at the out-of-town scoreboard around the ECHL, particularly the South Division, as one game has gone final. We have an upset alert when we come back. We'll also look forward to the second period and beyond right here in Jacksonville. Before we do go, though, now let's ask you one more question. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
Just be myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the best way to be, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you play ice hockey?
No. I want to.
Yeah? You got to lace them up.
Yeah.
Get them ready. Would you play forward, defenseman, or maybe even a goaltender?
Defenseman.
Defenseman?
Yeah.
There you go. You're a pretty tall guy.
Yeah.
You're taller than me, so I think you got that going for you. You just got to learn how to skate. All right, we're having a lot of fun here on the first intermission report. We'll be back in just a moment here in Jacksonville. Gladiators lead 1-0. And that wraps up Penn's perspective here to start the intermission report. We're back after this.
of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh. Sometimes life's collisions leave us feeling off balance. But at 100% Chiropractic, we know how to get you back on track. We don't just straighten you out, we empower you.
We educate you on how to get to the root cause and give you a play-by-play strategy on how to get you back to 100%.
We even use lasers.
Lasers!
Our $49 first experience includes a complete set of comprehensive chiropractic x-rays, a fit 3D scan, and your first life-changing adjustment. Visit us and break the ice. Discover the power of chiropractic care at 100%.
So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Gwinnett Fire and Emergency Services is ready to answer the call, but we'd rather prevent them. Our free home safety survey includes checking smoke alarms, identifying common hazards, and reviewing your family's home escape plan. Schedule yours today.
I would say at least 4.
Welcome back to Jacksonville, where through one period of play, the Gladiators lead 1-0 over the Icemen. Joey Cipolo with some really good effort, barreling towards the net, puts it on goal off a steal on Cameron Rowe. Rowe makes the initial save, but Cipolo would not be denied. Tucks in the rebound. The game's only goal to this point. Gladiators with the lead. Lead after one. They are 4-0 in such instances this season so far. Jacksonville this season, when trailing after one, are 0-3. In such situations this season. So we'll see what shakes out in the second period, but the first goal was critical in this game because Jacksonville, one of those teams that really likes to play with the lead and set up a defensive structure after that, and it's very hard to rip that lead away from them once they've got it. But Atlanta takes the lead early, and they play with that lead to start the second period. See if the Gladiators can tack on a few more. So let's take a look around the league and see what we've got going on. We'll start with our affiliates, the Nashville Predators and the Milwaukee Admirals. So the Predators are currently over in Sweden for the NHL Global Series in Stockholm. So they're taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. They defeated the Penguins yesterday 2-1 in overtime. Thrilling game there. Predators tie it up late. Steven Stamkos scores in overtime to give the Predators the victory. And so Nashville comes away with the win. They'll be back in action tomorrow night for the second game of the Global Series. That game is at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, so get up early, Glads fans. Cheer on our affiliates. The Nashville Predators look to make it 2 wins in a row in Sweden. In the AHL, we've got some games going on. The Milwaukee Admirals called up Chad Nychuk and Jack Mateer earlier in the day. And so those two made their way over to Milwaukee earlier in the day. As of right now, through one period of play, the Admirals have a 2-1 lead over the Texas Stars through one period of play. So our proud affiliates are doing well as of late. Looks like Ethan Hyder, who got called up to the Admirals, is playing in that game tonight. Hyder has stopped 6 of 7 through one period of play. Oh, goodness. 6 of 7. Hyder has stopped 6 of 7 in that game for the Admirals. So good to see Ethan Hyder doing some good work up there in Milwaukee. He has a 2-1 lead over the Texas Stars through one period of play. So cheer on Ethan Hyder. Hopefully he can come away with a win for the Admirals here today over the Texas Stars. Meanwhile, in the ECHL, we got some games going on around the division. One game has gone final earlier today between Greenville and Florida. Upset alert, upset alert. The Swamp Rabbits took down the Everblades earlier in the day by the final score of 2-1. So it kind of evens out the playing field a little bit. Greenville gets 2 points. and pulls closer to the rest of the pack in the South Division. So Greenville now up to 12 points. They are currently sitting in 5th place, tied for 4th with the Icemen, who also have 12 points. Gladiators are tied for 1st place with 16 points with the Stingrays. In other news around the division, the South Carolina Stingrays have a 4-1 lead over the Orlando Solar Bears, who have lost 8 straight games. And it looks like they're inching closer to 9. 14:59 left in the 3rd period. South Carolina with a 3-goal lead, 4-1. And of course, right back here in our game, the Gladiators lead the Icemen 1-0. And then over at Norfolk, in the Norfolk Scope, the Savannah Ghost Pirates have a 2-1 lead over the Admirals with 13:33 left in the 2nd period. So the Gladiators are hoping that the Admirals can come back and defeat Savannah, who've been playing well as of late. They start a very lengthy road trip in Norfolk. So good stuff all around. The Predators win in the Global Series yesterday. Ethan Hyder playing tonight for Milwaukee. He stopped 6 of 7 in the 1st period. Really good stuff here all around. You like the 6-7 thing, Penn? Yeah? You like that joke?
Yeah.
I mean, the jokes they just write themselves sometimes. Ethan Hyder stopped 6 of 7, and we'll certainly be cheering him on and our affiliate, the Milwaukee Admirals, here tonight as they are taking on the Texas Stars. Meanwhile, for the Gladiators here tonight, 2nd period about to get underway. They lead this one 1-0 to start the period. Really strong first. They come out, outshoot the Icemen by 6, 9-3. Cipollone gets the goal, but it feels like the Gladiators here need to continue to press in the 2nd period, because we saw in the last game between these two, the Icemen came rallying back to tie the game multiple times before the Gladiators finally broke through for the 5-2 win. So for Atlanta here in the 2nd period, Penn, I think that the Gladiators need to just put the pedal to the metal and keep doing what they did in the 1st period.
Yeah, all gas, no brakes.
There we go, all gas, no brakes. That is the story for the Gladiators here tonight, and for the Icemen as well. In the game on Thursday against Orlando, the Icemen kind of took their foot off the gas, led 4-1 after 1 period of play, and then Orlando tries to come back, and they outshoot them 39-12 in the final 2 periods. So the Icemen this season, they have struggled to really put together a good 60-minute effort. Atlanta has done a really good job of playing from start to finish, and playing for the full 60 minutes, and sometimes 65 if needed. Gladiators have had 2 games go to overtime this season. Most recent outing was a 2-1 win over Savannah last weekend. We're back for 2nd period action. Puck is dropped, and away we go. Iceman in on the right side. Brando centers, broken up by Conroy. Levels it off the near side boards for Lind in the neutral zone. He'll come right down the middle and snap a shot in and out of the glove of Rowe. Rebound to Cipollone, and he flings it just wide. Dunkley has the rebound, snaps a shot, it gets blocked. The 2nd attempt goes over the goal. Rebound grabbed by Robilotti. From the right wing, tries to push it to the center. Instead, it hits a series of bodies and skates. Icemen chuck it down for an icing. 41 seconds into the 2nd period. That was a really good couple of chances for the Gladiators to start the period, Penn, and
yeah,
looks like they heard you up here. All gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
Face-off will be to the right of Cameron Rowe. Louis Boudon in that 2nd line out there for Atlanta. Francis and Sylvester is 2 wingers. The 2 D-men right now are Les and Jarvis. Boudon, the product of Lake Superior State, has played in 100 national games for France. The way he's playing, might have just played his way onto the Olympic roster, which should be coming out soon. Hopefully he's able to represent Team France. Contested puck in the neutral zone. Dunkley tripped on the zone entry. Gladiators touch up, and so for the first time tonight, we will see the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill. And Penn, that penalty kill for the Gladiators this season has been really, really good. We'll see if they can put together another good effort here and keep the Icemen off the board.
That's it.
Jarvis in the box, 2 for tripping. Face off to the left of Septemfelter. So the quartet to start the penalty kill. Denemy, Conroy, Cipollone, and Les. 2 forwards and 2 D-men. Crane from the left point tries to twist his way in. Centering feed broken up. Held in at the left point by Fulp. Tries to brush it to his right. Great active stick by Cipollone. Forces the puck out of the zone. What a night he's having so far. Gladiators penalty kill this season, operating at 87.5%. It's a top 10 unit, 9th best in the league. Icemen power play, 17.9%, right in the middle of the pack at 15th in the league. Grando between the circles, fires. It's blocked by Conroy. Rebound held in by Fulp. Pushes it towards his right, takes in a return pass, and fires again. This time it whistles wide. Crane around the boards to the right corner. Quick exchange. It's back up top to Fulp. Pushes it to open space. A shot by Crane goes wide. Held in by Fulp at the right point. Chucks it towards his left. Crane fumbles but keeps it in. They'll try and play it back to the line. Fulp can't keep it in. That pass had a lot of heat coming from Brown in the corner. Icemen come right back in. Crane on the left side. Feeds it across. Open space. They don't shoot. Pass to the middle. Blocked by Robolati. And the whistle blows. 2:01 into the second. 53 seconds left on the penalty to Jarvis.
Now, fans, please welcome tonight's Micro Construction Kids section.
I believe they said it was played as a hand pass there, so that is the reason for the whistle. Faceoff will be to the left of Semptimphelter. Gladiators have already killed off the first 107 on the penalty to Jarvis. Puck is dropped, although we'll do it again. Chad Nychuk and Jack Mateer have been assigned to the Milwaukee Admirals earlier in the day. Our proud AHL affiliate in action here tonight, led by Ethan Hyder between the pipes, who got called up on Sunday. At the right point, Icemen keep it in. Left side, Hardy gains the circle, feeds it down low. Redirection by Dunkley. Goes off the side of the net. Bykov gets it to the line. Saprika fakes. Dishes towards his left, and it's poked away by Furiolo. Going in game number 100 in his professional career. Makes the defensive stand and forces the Icemen back out to the neutral zone. They'll tattoo it off the wall, corner to corner on the near side. Contested puck. Trucked by Burns to the right side. 14 seconds left on the Icemen power play. Hardy, left wing, holds and shoots into traffic. Gets blocked in front. Semptimphelter scrambles to keep it out. Hardy from the left corner has a man below the goal line. Penalty expires. Jarvis out of the box. Icemen with possession from low to high. Saprika keeps it in. Fires over the glove of Semptimphelter. To the end wall it goes. Robolati collects it and turns it over. Shot from the right circle. Blocked by Furiolo. Second attempt. He blocks that as well. Puck leaps into the Icemen bench as Burns tried to force it out. The Gladiators do get the kill on the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill. They start the game 1-for-1 on the PK. And Penn, it looked like the Gladiators, again, doing a really good job of keeping things to the perimeter. And, of course, blocking shots as well. There were a couple good chances for the Icemen to put it on goal, and it never got there. Right circle face-off, won by the Icemen. They'll sauce it to the corner. Pops over on the near side. Les gets there and shuffles it to the neutral zone. Icemen return the favor and dump it right back in. Conroy there for Atlanta. Wheels it around to the near side. Nolan gets there. Puck leaks off of his stick to Conroy and tumbles out to center. Contested puck in the neutral zone. Morgan scampers into it. Morgan to the middle for Scardina. His shot is blocked by Spets. Now it's the Icemen's turn. Patosha has a man on the right wing. Drop pass poked away by Morgan on the back check. Great shift here for number 55 in white, Peter Morgan, the product of SUNY Geneseo. Patosha picks it up on the right side, shoots and scores! Ryan Patosha picks up a loose puck on the right circle and beats Semptimphelter far side for the score. We are tied at 1. Is the first goal in the professional career of Ryan Patosha. Another steal and score. This time it's in Jacksonville's favor. And the Icemen have tied it at 1. Patosha playing in the 3rd game of his professional career gets goal number 1. He was with Adrian College last year. We scored 13 goals and 11 assists for 24 points in 29 games. He has tied the game. 4:06 into the 2nd. Meanwhile, Jarvis slams down an Iceman in the near corner. That was MacArthur taking that hit. At the line, Jordan keeps it in. Pushes it towards his left for Fulp. Top of the left circle. Shot is blocked by Denemy. From high to low, they find MacArthur again. Back up top to Jordan. Pounds it off the end wall, back to MacArthur. Jarvis cuts him off, tries to steal the puck away. Jarvis without his stick. Able to help out just enough. McNamee with possession. Hits Denemy on the move. Carson Denemy slides it down to the end wall. Delayed penalty here, and it is blown. 14:39 left in the 2nd period. See what we got here. And it is going to go against the Icemen. Teus Jordan going to the box. Atlanta back to the power play for the 3rd time tonight. And Jordan back to the box for the 2nd time today. Lads win the faceoff. Les at the right point, drifts towards his left, feeds it to his right. Walter with it, slides it down low, pass to the slot, in and out the other side. Cipolo from the left wing surveys. A couple of pump fakes, backhands it to Young. Lines up the wall, spinning like a turnstile, sauces it up top to Les. Back to Young in the middle. Walter holds and shoots off a stick, pops down in the near corner. Catapults it up to the left point for Young. Cross ice, has Walter, right circle, feeds it to the goal line for Lind. He gets knocked down. Walter taking offense, tries to peel the puck away from Saprika and does, but splits the D and goes out of the zone. It's a clear for Jacksonville. This same unit will stay out there. 1:03 left on the power play. Walter, drop pass on the money for Lind. Scoots it up to the right point for Les. Finds Cipolo, top of the right circle. From high to low, locates Lind. Climbs up the wall, spins it up top to Walter. Across for Les. Left circle, pass to the middle. Broken up by Bykov, and he will clear for Jacksonville. Houdon over the red line, gains the attacking zone. Houdon galloping towards the goal is cut off at the last moment. Gladiators keep the puck though. We'll pump it to the near wall. Furiolo to the left. Sylvester has a man down low. Francis, shoulder fake, returns it to the captain. Right point, Furiolo takes it in. 8 seconds left on the power play. McNamee, top of the right circle, shoots. Sylvester in front, tried to jam it in. Stopped by Rowe. The rebound goes to the near wall. Out of the box is Jordan. McNamee hangs onto it at the line. Flings it to Furiolo from high to low. Intercepted by the Icemen, and they get out to center. Now it's MacArthur coming in on the left wing, looking for a trailer. Plugs it on goal. Stick saves Semptimfelter. Rebound simmers down on the far wall. Beraldo finds a man behind the net. They'll center for a chance. That goes off a stick and out of play. Cody Sylvester was the one who got wood on it. Sends it into the netting with 12:13 to go in the 2nd. Patosha's first professional goal, assisted by Coffey and Carson. Coming 4:06 into the 2nd period, has tied it at 1. We are back in a moment here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network after a word from our local sponsors.
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Kroger. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your Thanksgiving needs. Because at Kroger, quality and low prices always come together. Kroger.
Desserts are now
Desserts are popping up on Crumble's menu.
All types of dessert.
More than just cookies.
The lineup changing weekly.
Congratulations, Steve and Section 108
Welcome back to Jacksonville, where with 12:13 left in the second period, we are all tied up at 1. Gladiators took the lead. The opening 5 minutes and change of the first period, thanks to Joey Cipollone's third of the year, but the first professional goal in the career of Ryan Patosha has tied it for Jacksonville in the opening moments of the second. Face off to the left of Semptenfelter. Scardino will take it as the center. He is a natural forward, but is listed as a defenseman on the depth chart due to the call-ups here today from Mateer and Nychuk to the AHL. The Gladiators dressing everybody they have here on the final game of the road trip. Here is Patosha over the red line, slamming it around to the left corner for Carson. Chucks it back the other way to Beraldo. Able to sneak around Burns, tried to feather it in front. Defended well by Conroy, able to pick it off. Sends it to the perimeter. Boomerangs back his way behind Semptenfelter. Robolani there to assist. Puts it through the neutral zone. Wanted Scardina on the move. That got nipped in the bud by Coffey. He'll pelt it in and get off for a line change. 11:23 left in the second period. Here is Conroy. Have to imagine he is going to be logging a lot of ice time along with the other defensemen here today. Drops it in, goes off to the bench, as does Robolati. On comes Jarvis and Les. Icemen catapulted into the near corner. Gladiators pump it to the neutral zone. Rolls off the stick of Young. Icemen push it to the end wall. Semptenfelter out to play it. Jarvis hooks it to the neutral zone. Off the stick of Young. Tried to take it in stride. Kaylin Lind keeps possession for the Gladiators. Finds Jarvis on the move. Tried to meander through the neutral zone. Got caught up by 3 Icemen. Lind able to keep it on his hands. From the right wing, Lind holds and shoots. And that is eaten up by Cameron Rowe with 10:34 left in the second. That was a good shot there from Kaylin Lind. Yeah. Very fast. Able to keep possession. Good work by Jarvis to hustle to that puck as it was pinballing around a bit. Lind able to keep possession off that good effort from Jarvis. Which comes into the zone here on the right circle. Spinorama. And a shot on goal. Good chance there for the youngest Gladiator on the roster. Face off on the near circle. Boudon will take it. Going up against Christopher Brown. Gladiators win it, but off the face-off, we will get a do-over. I don't think the clock was rolling, so they'll reset it to 10:35, and now we should be good to go. Jacksonville takes it, chucks it to the neutral zone. Snatched down by Les. He'll zip it to the left wing, onto the tape of Sylvester. Across he goes to Francis, skates into it in the right corner. Prods it over to Boudon, up the wall it goes to Les. Cross ice, Jarvis has Les at the line. He'll trade places. Les digs his way deep. Wanted to feed it to the middle for Boudon, but it gets broken up by Jordan. He'll rainbow it to the neutral zone, gloved down by Jarvis. Plays it to Boudon, has Sylvester on the right wing. Sylvester to the middle. Jarvis, one more pass. Francis grabs it and shoots high and wide. Boudon in a board battle on the near side half wall. Can't keep a hand on the puck. Brown out muscles him there. Jacksonville Turns it to the neutral zone. Gladiators return the favor and get a line change in. On comes the McNamee-Denemy-Walter line. Furiolo and Conroy, the two D-man. Coughlin takes it in on the left wing. He'll go around the net. Looks to center. And, oh, what a stop by Septemfelter by the tippy toe. Wow. He's able to keep it out.
Wow.
Atlanta quickly rushes up ice. They turn over again. Coughlin to Bykov on the right wing. The return feed is broken up by Furiolo. Spets left wing drive. Tattooed off the end wall. Jacksonville hangs on. Pass is picked off by Denemy. Trying to go across the blue line. He wanted to race upwards, but Jacksonville catches up to him. Tosses it back to Atlanta ice. 8:53 left in the second period. Walter digging deep from the right corner. Plugs it around to the left side. At the point, Jarvis fires. It'll bounce through the slot and simmer down on the near wing. Robilotti skates into it. Walter helping out. Swedish forward has Denemy down low, quickly centering for Morgan, and it's batted out of the air by the glove of Rowe. Gladiators starting to buzz here a little bit after the incredible save by Septemfelter. Robilotti with it, and going to get a penalty. Hooking is going to be the call, and I think Jacksonville is going to the power play when we come back. Looks like Peter Morgan's going to take a seat. It's the first penalty of his professional career. And so the Gladiators back to the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill. When we come back, it's 1-1 in Jacksonville.
Desserts are popping up on Crumble's menu. More than just cookies. The lineup changing weekly.
Buckle up, fans. The Glads are on the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill for the second time tonight. They are 1 for 1 so far. Peter Morgan's in the box, 2 for hooking. Jacksonville wins the ensuing faceoff. Right circle shot is wired wide of Septemfelter. It was a set play, and MacArthur just whistled it wide. Cipolo digs it free from the near wing and mails it down to Rowe for a Gladiator clear. Crane finds his way through the neutral zone. Drop pass to Grando. Cross-ice feed broken up by Denemy, but it stays in the zone. MacArthur at the line. Scooted across. One-timer by Brown. Hops wide of the goal. Didn't get a lot of wood on it. They get it back to him between the circles. Delays. Crane to the middle. And a one-timer by Grando is shanked. He fired it wide. Brown to the middle. One-timer Grando. Septemfelter makes the stop. Well, the Gladiators got lucky. Septemfelter was spun around his back to the play. The Icemen did have him beat, but they couldn't find the back of the net. They ripped it wide. Young, short-handed, comes in on the right wing. Able to shave off some more time. 45 seconds left on the penalty.
Ref, you suck, Chance.
Icemen fans not too happy here. But there should have been another penalty called on that crazy sequence, but Greens and Icemen 5-on-4 power play for the next 30. They try and whistle their way towards the net. What a block by Conroy. He stuffs Hardy. Now short-handed, it's Boudon. On the left side, drops it off. Young a shot, and that goes over the glove of Rowe. Icemen with possession back. Waning moments of their power play. 10 seconds left until Morgan's out of the box. Bykov hammers it in. Dunkley racing after it. Leaves it for Hardy. Puck goes to the corner. Dunkley fights for it again. Morgan out of the box. Glads are 2 for 2 on the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill. Morgan, fresh out of the box, finds Boudon, takes in the return feed, and away he goes. Peter Morgan showcasing the wheels. Digs his way deep. Hangs onto the puck for a moment. Out battles Saprika. Morgan for a trailer. Shot by Scardina. Is shouldered away by Rowe. What a shift for Peter Morgan, fresh out of the box. Shows off his speed, his greatest ability, and outworks Saprika, the big defenseman standing at 6'3" to set up that chance. It's 1-1 when we come back. 5:51 left in the second period here in Jacksonville.
Now fans, turn your attention to video more for tonight's Whataburger Cowboy Hat Shuffle.
Feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gwinnett Fire and Emergency Services is ready to answer the call, but we'd rather prevent them. Our free home safety survey includes checking smoke alarms, identifying common hazards, and reviewing your family's home escape plan. Schedule yours today.
One game here at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. I'm Guy Chiarenza alongside Penn Campbell. What a wild sequence we just saw to end that penalty kill for the Gladiators. They go 2 for 2. The puck stays out of the net, but we're holding our breath there for a little bit. Icemen with a couple of good chances.
Yeah.
Face off to the right of Cameron Rowe. Scardina will take this face off. Try and put it on goal. Hits a leg and goes wide. From the end wall, Grando tries to scoot it out of the zone, gets upended. We've got another penalty here. Tripping is going to be the call. And the Gladiators going back to the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill. This time it's Scardina that gets caught. Jacksonville with their third chance on the power play tonight. All coming in the second period.
Someone in section 100.
Face off to the left of Septemfelter on the far circle. Cipolone will take this face off against Brown and win it. To the corner the puck goes. They'll battle for it there. Out of the pile, Jarvis pins it up against the end wall, shaving off some time.
Iceman mascot throwing cookies.
I'll take Maximus over that guy any day. Although a cookie would be nice.
Yeah.
Gladiators trying to punch the puck out of the zone. Icemen keep it in at the line. From the right point, they'll put it towards the slot. It's chucked to the near wall by Les, keeping things to the perimeter. Cipolone gets it from there. Sauces it through the neutral zone for a Gladiator clear. 40 seconds gone by on the penalty to Scardina. 4 out there for the Gladiators. Denemy, Boudon, Conroy, and Robilati. Brown works his way in deep, plays it up high for Fulp. Back pedals and drops it back down low to MacArthur. Crane at the left point takes it in, fires down low, off the stick of Robilati to the corner. A jostle for the puck on the near side half wall. Conroy takes it away. Boudon will fling it through the neutral zone and get a clear in for Atlanta.
These fans are wild.
Yeah, they are pretty wild.
Oh my God.
Very vocal. Louis Boudon, watch out for him short-handed. He's been an X-actor for the Gladiators multiple times short-handed this season. In fact, Boudon, this leader, leads the ECHL in short-handed assists with 3 in his second in short-handed points with 4. Jacksonville comes in on the left side. Hardy stuffed by Young. Outworks him there, forces him back out the center. 15 seconds left on the penalty to Scardina. Jacksonville smashes it in. Septemfelter plays the puck over to the corner where it's taken back by Jacksonville. Young able to rip it away, gets it to the point, held in, spin around from Hislop. gets it to the middle. Backhand pass to the side. On the left wing, Hardy shoots as the penalty expires. That gets blocked. Boudon with it. We're back to even strength. 3 for 3 are the Gladiators on the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill. 3:23 left in the second period in a 1-1 game in Jacksonville. Coffee scrambles in on the right wing. Plugs it over the goal. Rebound. Picked up by the Icemen. Hislop at the left point, though. Drag shot. Blockered away by Septemfelter. Conroy with the loose puck in the far corner. Able to shrug off Coffee. Pass to the right wing. Goes to Walter. Flings it into open space. Looking for Burns. Can't beat out the icing, though. We'll pay a visit to TJ Septemfelter. 2:50 left in the second period. Shot count is 13-9 in favor of the Gladiators. So not a high shot volume at all here tonight. Jacksonville with the margin 6-4 in the second period. Gladiators shot them 9-3 in the first. And puck is iced by the Gladiators, although it looked like Walter had a step. We'll see another defensive zone face-off for the Gladiators. And looks like they are going to take away the ruling of an icing. They're going to get together in the neutral zone, talk it over. And I think they're going to move this face-off to center circle, and they will. So that is the right call. It looked like Walter was a few feet ahead. Won that race to that puck. And so right at center circle, Boudon will take this up against Patosha. The Iceman, the victor. And Jacksonville will have it in the neutral zone. Coffee tried to work his way over the attacking line. Gladiators having none of it. Patosha loses possession to Boudon. Will come right down the middle, rip a shot into the glove of Rowe. He freezes with 2:23 left in the second. Penn, we've got more questions for you. PeachFuzz27 asks, Penn, what kind of music do you like?
I listen to a lot of stuff on the radio.
Just whatever's playing?
Mm-hmm.
You have a favorite song?
I like them all.
Like them all?
I'm like that person that likes them all.
Oh man, you just like everything. You like all the players?
Yeah.
You like all music? You're just having a good time all the time.
Yeah.
You're a good vibes kind of guy. Happy to have you with me here tonight, here in Jacksonville. Face off on the near circle. Boudon will take it. Going up against Coughlin. Tied up off the draw. Puck goes to the slot. Grabbed by Baraldo. And on the left wing is Coughlin. Looks to center. MacArthur tries to tuck it in short side, but Septemfelter has got it covered. Afterwards, Boudon getting into it with Coughlin. Jarvis there as well. And the officials will quickly put an end to that, but watch for that to continue as the night goes on. And speaking of Jacksonville, including tonight, 4 out of the next 9 games are against the Icemen. So we'll have this game here today, and then these two teams will meet for a 3-game set on the 5th, 6th, and 7th. For the Gladiators go to Utah to take on the Grizzlies. Games on the 5th and the 6th will be here in Jacksonville, and then on the 7th, that game will be at Gas South Arena. At the Gladiator line, Baikov feeds it for a blast on the right wing. Stopped by Septemfelter. The rebound scooped up out of danger by Lind. Skates it out to the neutral zone. Saprika takes possession back. Coughlin, cross ice on time for Baraldo. He will ice the puck with 1:46 to go. And we got more questions for you. Looks like your cousin Ethan is back. Christina asks, cats or dogs?
Dogs. I have 2 dogs.
What kind of dogs are they?
Golden Doodles.
Oh, nice. That's fun. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Joe Mama's got a question for you. I know you were a big fan of the player signing show. You had a couple questions yourself. Now it's your turn to be on the other end.
I'm gonna take a guess. Yes.
You going with yes?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that.
There is no right or wrong answer.
It's all up to interpretation. From the right circle, contested face-off. Glads win it. Try and plug it to the line, but Conroy can't keep it alive. Chases back to his own zone to pick the puck back up. Go away behind Septenfelter and get a lay of the land. He'll find Sipp alone on the right wing. Backwards pass into open space. Robillati has to skate into it. Young across, has Robillati on the right wing. Skates into the attacking zone, feeds it to the middle, out of the reach of Lind. Had his stick lifted by Fulp. In the far corner, Sipp alone digging for it. At the end wall, Lind trying to do the same. But climbs up the left wing wall. Young grabs it, pitches it to the line. Furiolo holds it, shoots, and the shot goes wide. Into the final minute of the second period. Still a 1-1 score. Brando gains the attacking line, comes right down the middle, bounces to the outside from the right wing, deals it down low. Icemen cycle the puck. McNamee steps in front of it and tips it to the neutral zone. In the near corner, McNamee exchanges with Denemy. Plays it from low to high. Les walks the line and shoots. It's blocked by Walter. Tried to tip it in out in front. On the left point, Denemy has it, plays it down low, off the stick of Walter, cycles up high, drifting towards his right, he'll hang on to it and shoot, goes off a stick and wide. 8 seconds left, Les continues to cycle, Furiolo, top of the left circle, feathers it to the middle looking for Denemy. That is broken up, puck is lifted to the neutral zone, and time runs out on the second period. So 1 goal in the first, that belonged to the Gladiators and Joey Sipp alone. And 1 goal in the second, and that belongs to the Icemen and Ryan Patosha. And so for 2 periods of play, it is a 1-1 score here in Jacksonville. Gladiators leading the shot count 14-11 through 2 periods of play. Coming up next here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network, the second intermission report. We'll recap the first 2 periods of play, look ahead to period 3, get some more of Penn's perspective here. We'll do a chat check on the YouTube side. I know you guys got a lot of questions for Penn, so keep them rolling as we're having some fun here on a Saturday night in Jacksonville. We're back after a word from our local sponsors here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network.
Feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh. Sometimes life's collisions leave us feeling off balance. But at 100% Chiropractic, we know how to get you back on track. We don't just straighten you out, we empower you.
We educate you on how to get to the root cause and give you a play-by-play strategy on how to get you back to 100%.
We even use lasers.
Lasers!
Our $49 first experience includes a complete set of comprehensive chiropractic x-rays, a fit 3D scan, and your first life-changing adjustment. Visit us and break the ice. Discover the power of chiropractic care at 100%.
So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Fire and Emergency Services is ready to answer the call, but we'd rather prevent them. Our free home safety survey includes checking smoke, identifying common hazards, and reviewing your family's home escape plan. Schedule yours today.
Welcome back to Jacksonville, the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, home of the Icemen, where through 2 periods of play, we are all tied up at 1 between Atlanta and Jacksonville. Should be an exciting third period. Gladiators took the lead early in the first period. 5:17 in, Joey Cipollone scores his 3rd goal of the season. It's a do-it-all kind of play. Steals it in the neutral zone, comes barreling towards the net, takes a shot. It gets initially stopped, but Joey Cipollone would not be denied. He just kept on going.
Yeah.
He's able to slam it in for the goal, and the Gladiators had a 1-0 lead to the first period of play, but we go to the second, and Jacksonville is able to solve TJ Septemfelter as Ryan Patosha is able to make a similar play to what Cipollone did in the first period, but this time it's all in the same zone. Able to steal a loose puck in the far circle, comes in tight to Septemfelter, beats him far side for his first pro goal, and we're all tied up at 1 through 2 periods of play. The Icemen do outshoot the Gladiators 8-5 in the second period of play. Shot count reads 14-11 in favor of Atlanta to this point. So Rowe has stopped 13 of 14, Septemfelter 10 of 11. Sets the stage for an exciting third period as both teams have gone 0 for 3 on the power play. So good news for the Gladiators. The penalty kill is done really, really well. Penn, what did you like there from the Gladiators?
They're just keeping it out.
Yeah. Done a really nice job there. And what do you think of TJ Septemfelter? Made some really good saves there in the second period.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, man.
Yeah, he's one guy.
He is special, and he is one of the league's best to this point. And is coming into the night, Septemfelter first in the ECHL in goals against average, with a 1.01 goals against average, and second in the league in save percentage, coming into the night with a 953 save percentage. He's one of the league's best. He's been very, very special, and we're lucky to have him. Ethan Hyder got called up by the Admirals earlier in the week on Sunday. He's currently playing tonight for Milwaukee against the Texas Stars. Last time I checked, they were leading that game 3-1. We'll pay Hyder another visit, pop in and see what's going on with him later on in the intermission report. But Penn, it looks like we got some questions for you here on the YouTube side of things. So let's do a chat check here. Let's see what we got for you, man. You're a fan favorite. Everybody seems to love you here. Happy to have you here in the booth in Jacksonville. And so, guys, get your questions in for Penn. And it's fun for you because you were on the other side of this for the player signing show.
Yeah.
I know you asked players a lot what their favorite candy was, so I'm going to ask you your own question. What's your favorite candy?
Reese's.
Reese's?
Yeah.
I have to agree, man. Those are really, really good. I love that.
Nothing beats Reese's.
No, it doesn't.
Let's see these.
Ben, who is your favorite wide receiver in the NFC and why? Ask
AJ
Adam.
Brown.
AJ Brown?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why?
I kind of root for the Eagles sometimes because my mom's brother-in-law is a big Eagles guy.
Okay.
So I root for them sometimes.
So the Jaguars are your first team, and the Eagles are your second team. Who's your favorite Jaguars player? I don't know if I asked you that before.
His name's Parker Washington. He went to Penn State, so...
Oh, there you go. You got to get the Penn State connection in.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have you been to a Jaguars game this season?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? How is that? I saw their stadium across the river there, right down the street. What a nice-looking facility. Really close to here, actually. Just a couple blocks away. Really nice stadium over there. Keep your questions rolling in for Penn. Fuzzy asks, how is the food in the press box? They didn't give us any food up here. We don't get any food up here in the press box. Although Mitch Korn did find some popcorn over in Florida, so sometimes you get lucky, but most of the time, no food in the press box here. So, having some fun here on a Saturday night in Jacksonville, and it's another low-scoring affair for the Gladiators. Think back to the 2-1 overtime win against Savannah. Another tight battle there, 1-0, the slimmest of margins yesterday in South Carolina. Man, it looks like this one's going to come right down to the wire here between the Icemen and the Gladiators. But the Gladiators do some X-Factor kind of guys on their roster. Are you kind of looking at, in this Gladiators lineup, who's your pick to score to break this tie for the Gladiators?
Boudon.
He's been good this season. Boudon just about a point per game player this year. 9 points in 10 games, 3 goals and 6 assists coming into the night. That's a really good pick, as Boudon has been very, very good this year for the Gladiators. Played in Sweden last year, before was with the Iowa Heartlanders, where he had 46 points with Iowa. Adam Smith asks, Penn, what is your favorite thing to get at a gas station?
If it's like a road trip, probably some sweet, spicy chili Doritos.
Ooh, I like that. That's a sleeper pick.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Is Molly your cousin?
Yeah. I have a couple cousins.
You got a couple cousins? Looks like they're all in the chat.
Oh, my God. How did...
Looks like the whole family's in the chat there. That's a loaded question. Molly's asking you who your favorite cousin is, but
I can't say that.
I don't know if we can go with that one. Maybe we'll just do with the answer from before. Just like them all.
Yeah.
Like all the players, like all the songs, like all the cousins. It's been a fun game here in Jacksonville. We're having a fun time here in the booth, and you can join me at Gas South Arena as well, just like Penn. Make sure you go over to the Dash auction app. Go to dash.com. Go to the Gladiators page and type in your call, because I want you to get called up to the booth and join me on the broadcast. You can bid for any period of any home game this season.
Oh my God, my aunt's on here too.
Your whole family's in here, man.
One of my cousins probably told the whole family.
You're doing a great job. You're still in the show.
Yeah.
Might have to join you more often.
Yeah.
You gonna make that road trip up to Atlanta? Here, we're starting a 5-game homestand coming up pretty soon.
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I'd love to have you in the booth, man. We got some good promos on the schedule. When we come back, first game, 11:22 against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. That's Glad's Fight Cancer Night, and that's a special night for a lot of people. Gladiators going to be wearing specialty jerseys for the occasion. That jersey got unveiled on ATL Live on ANF earlier in the week. Our president, Jared Youngman, was a TV star there, showed off that new jersey.
I was laughing at all these.
Everybody loves you, dude. So make sure you're there for Glad's Fight Cancer against Greenville to start off the homestand. And then we have college night on November 26th against the Stingrays, that Wednesday game right before Thanksgiving.
I'll be watching that.
Maybe watching that. You're going to be wearing your Penn State colors there?
I'll be watching it while wearing a Penn State shirt.
There you go. That's the way to do it. And then the cap off the homestand against Greenville again on the 29th. It'll be the Jersey Frenzy night, and I think the Gladiators are wearing that black that black alternate jersey with the G logo in the front, the blue and the white.
Those.
It's really nice.
Yeah, I like those.
And I think I'm going to pick up a Gladiators jersey this season, but I'm not quite sure which one I want to get. I think that one that you're wearing is pretty sharp, that white one that the Gladiators are wearing here today. Like that Atlanta Gladiators script on the front. That might be my pick, although that alternate jersey, very, very nice. You can pick that up at the Gladiators team store on game day, or you can go to atlantagladiators.com, click the shop button in the right-hand corner, and get it online and have it shipped right to your front door. It's a 1-1 score through 2 periods of play here in Jacksonville. When we come back here on the second intermission report, we'll look ahead to the third period a little bit more, take a peek at the out-of-town scoreboard, and see how Ethan Hyder and the crew are doing up in Milwaukee, taking on the Texas Stars here tonight, amongst other things on our out-of-town scoreboard. We are back in just a moment here on the second intermission report.
I was looking at the Ottawa Senators.
The Ottawa Senators are not our affiliate. We are proud affiliates of the Nashville Predators and the Milwaukee Admirals.
Me who was my favorite player on there.
Who is your favorite player on Ottawa?
Ooh. I don't watch them, but probably Brady Tkachuk.
He's a good player. He is a good player.
His brother had surgery.
Yeah, he did. Tkachuk with the Panthers. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. We're back in just a moment to answer more questions along with Penn here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network.
Feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Sometimes life's collisions leave us feeling off balance. But at 100% Chiropractic, we know how to get you back on track. We don't just straighten you out, we empower you.
We educate you on how to get to the root cause and give you a play-by-play strategy on how to get you back to 100%.
We even use lasers.
Lasers!
Our $49 first experience includes a complete set of comprehensive chiropractic x-rays, a fit 3D scan, and your first life-changing adjustment. Visit us and break the ice. Discover the power of chiropractic care at 100%.
So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Gwinnett Fire and Emergency Services is ready to answer the call, but we'd rather prevent them. Our free home safety survey includes checking smoke alarms, identifying common hazards, and reviewing your family's home escape plan. Schedule yours today.
About 5 minutes away from the third period between the Gladiators and the Icemen, all tied up at 1 through 2 periods of play. I'm Guy Chiarenza alongside Penn Campbell here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network from VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena here in Jacksonville. 1-1 is our score here. Let's take a peek at the out-of-town scoreboard and see what's going on around the world of hockey.
Who's my front office staff?
That's Jared Youngman. That's the president asking you who your favorite staff member is. That's another loaded question.
I don't know. All the ones that I've talked to, they're really cool. So
they are really cool. I can vouch for them. They're all really, really cool.
Yeah.
Good answer there. In Milwaukee, the Admirals have a 3-1 lead over the Texas Stars. Ethan Hyder got the start tonight for Milwaukee. He was recalled by the Admirals on Sunday. Hyder to this point has stopped 13 of 14 for Milwaukee, as the Admirals have a 2-goal lead over Texas. Chad Nychuk and Jack Mateer were called up earlier in the day. They are currently playing in tonight's game. Nychuk has 2 shots on goal for Milwaukee. Mateer playing as well. Mateer wearing number 51. Nychuk his 39 that he wore with the Gladiators in his time here to start the season. So hopefully the Admirals can pull out the win, and Ethan Hyder picks up the victory for Milwaukee. In other news, around the ECHL, had a couple games going on in the South Division. Greenville defeats Florida earlier in the day by the final score of 2-1, so the Swamp Rabbits pull closer to the pack with that win. Final from North Charleston, Stingrays take down the Solar Bears 5-3. Orlando has now lost 9 straight games. They are 1-10. The Stingrays are 9-3. They are currently at the top of the South Division. And so the Gladiators with a win here tonight can tie the Stingrays again for first period, or for the first place in the South Division. And it looks like over at the Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, we got a tie game over there, Penn. That's a good one. 3-3 between the Ghost Pirates and the Admirals. Gladiators hoping to get a nice little favor from Norfolk to steal 2 points away from Savannah. That game with 16:53 left in the third period over there. So that is the lowdown around the South Division on the out-of-town scoreboard. People are saying me is their favorite staff member. I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to say one way or the other, but that's very nice of you. That's very nice of you all. You know, I will say, man, we got some really good staff members.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves the president, Jared Youngman, his shenanigans, wearing his special suits on game day and being the character that he is. But I mean, the list could go on and on. We got a lot of great staff members, a lot of people working behind the scenes. I know you all see me on camera, you see my face game days, but there's a lot of people that work behind the scenes in the front office to make it all happen. So shout out to all of them. They are fantastic. Let's get to more questions for you. So Sarah asks, Penn, did you watch the Notre Dame game today, and will you cheer for them in the playoffs? Are you a Notre Dame fan?
No, never.
No?
Never.
Penn State all the way, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right, did you watch the Penn State game today?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
It looked good.
What was the
On
final
defense.
score? I didn't see it.
28-10.
Did they win?
Yeah.
There you go. I'm sure you're a happy guy.
My dad was.
I think a Gladiators win here tonight will make you guys even happier, huh?
Yeah.
Justin Burke says, Penn, you are the man of this
Thank
season
you.
for the Gladiators. That is a high honor. That is high praise. Getting ready for the start of the third period here in
Ohio
Jacksonville.
State.
Peachfuzz is a fan of Ohio State. Reigning champs, the Buckeyes.
They're going to win it again.
You think so?
Yeah.
They got
Or
a good-
Alabama.
Alabama's been looking good as of late, too. We'll have to see. College football playoff coming up soon. 1-1 is our score here through 40 minutes in Jacksonville. Penn, we are going to have an exciting third period on our hands. Feels like the next goal in this game is going to be very, very big. Could not be the game winner. This building is electric right now. What do you think the Gladiators need to do here in the third period to take the lead?
Just take shots on the Iceman goalie and try to get in the back of the net.
That was the formula for the Gladiators last night in Charleston. Outshot the Stingrays 17-3 in the third period. Almost tied a season high in shots, 4 in a period, and matched a season low in shots against. But could not find a way to solve Mitch Gibson. Here tonight, it's Sempton-Felter against Rowe in another goaltending duel. Alex Young will meet Christopher Brown at the circle to start the third. Puck is dropped, and we are back to live action for the final frame. Gladiators dump it in. Hislop there for Jacksonville. Pushes it to the left wing. Lynn snatches it out of the air, flags it down with his stick, and sends it down to Rowe, who comes out of the crease to play it. Puck kept in on the clearing attempt by Robilotti. Hammered off the end wall. Wraparound chance from Young. Can't stuff it in. Whistle blows. Referee lost sight of the puck. 24 seconds in. Alex Young leading the team in points. 5 goals and 5 assists coming into the night. Point per game player for Atlanta. Almost picked up his 6th of the season there. But Cameron Rowe is able to shut the door. Young will take this face off against Brown on the near side. And Brown is the victor. Cipollone on the forecheck, tries to wrestle it away from him and does. Cipollone checked in the corner, prods it to the slot. Lind swiping at it, can't get it back. Iceman turned up ice, 3-on-2. Brown tried to feather it to the middle. Launched by Robilotti. Cross-ice feed, flagged down by Young. The rebound goes to Fulp and he skies it out of play. 46 seconds in.
Fans, once again, it's time to check out these lucky fans enjoying the third period from the Atlantic Self-Storage fan penalty box.
Fresh bodies come on for the Gladiators. Sylvester with Boudon and Francis, along with Les and Jarvis, the 2 blue liners. The Gladiators do have 2 more defensemen on their roster, and Zach Yoder and Dylan Carabia, who both did not make the trip here to Charleston and Jacksonville. Both are on the 14-day IR list. Carabia still dealing with an injury, as is Yoder. Hopefully both of them can get back into the lineup soon. As here's a chance for Francis on the side of the net. Rowe able to get across, moving from left to right to keep it out. Jarvis at the line, fires into the glove of Rowe. He snatches it, 105 in. Cameron Rowe looking for his 2nd win of the season, playing in game number 5. Has a record of 1-3 on the season. TJ Sempton-Felter looking for win number 5. The Phenom rookie has been sensational for Atlanta this season. Face off on the near circle. Boudon will take it. Going up against Coughlin. And off that face-off, bodies converge. It's a pileup, and out of it comes Jacksonville. Fulp chips it up ahead. MacArthur over the red line, and Gladiator blue winds it to the end wall where Jarvis is there to meet it. Sylvester takes it in on the near wing. Brushes it to his right for Les. Trying to jump start towards the goal, but Boudon, a hair ahead, is called for offside. Jacksonville wins the faceoff. Crane across, looking for MacArthur. Shank the one-timer. Puck loose in the near corner. Burns scrambles for it. Puck reverses to the opposite side. Brown picks it up for Jacksonville. Has Crane at the line. Drifting towards his right. Rushes it to the corner. Takes in the return feed. Now drifts towards his left and fires. Saves Sentenfelter. Another chance is snapped up by the rookie phenom. They tried to screen him out in front, try to make it so that Sentenfelter couldn't see that puck and pen. That might be the only way that they get a good goal in on him because, yeah, it seems like everything that TJ's able to see, he's going to stop it.
Yeah.
Joey Cipolone will take the face-off to the right of Sentenfelter. 1:36 left on the penalty to Denemy. Off the face-off, Jarvis wins it away from the Icemen and slides it down for a clear. Slingshot pass, MacArthur over the red line and into Gladiators territory. Lining down the right wing, pitches it up top to Fulp. On the left wing, centering feed, broken up by Cipolone. Wires it down for a Gladiator clear. Ben, looks like your sister's watching you here today, too. The whole family's tuned in. Fulp to the left wing. Back across. Pass behind Brown. Puck goes to the end wall where it's snatched up by Conroy. Tries to clear the zone. It's held in. MacArthur to the middle. And oh my goodness, what a stop by Sentenfelter.
Oh my God.
Leaping into the air. Able to pull it in. Incredible. Oh my goodness, that might have been the save of the year.
That'll be on saves of the week.
It has to be. From left to right, Sentenfelter leaping into the air. Had some good hang time there. Able to gobble up the puck on the one-time chance. On the cross crease feed. Keeps it a 1-1 game. My goodness, Dalton Duhart had the chance. And a leaping Sentenfelter kept it a tie game. Blast from the right side. Turned away by Sentenfelter again. That coming from Bykov. 30 seconds left on the Iceman power play. Left side shot. Off a stick and out of play. Ryan Conroy got some wood on it. 27 seconds left on the penalty to Denemy. Face off to the right of Sentenfelter again. Cipolone will take it and win it to the corner. Jarvis around to the right wing. Kept in by Bykov. From the right point. Slithers down lower. Backdrops it for Hislop. Puts it on goal for a kick save by Sentenfelter. Hislop again from the line. Doesn't shoot. Brushes it to the right point for Bykov. Now to the left, Hardy to the middle, glanked off the skate of Burns and stays in the zone. Duhart to the right wing, Bykov back across, another save by Sentenfelter, but it's not enough. Duhart gets the rebound and Jacksonville takes the lead. Jacksonville has their first lead of the night. Dalton Duhart, after getting stymied by Sentenfelter on the leaping save, is able to pick up a rebound, and there's nothing TJ could have done about that. Made the initial save, but Duhart crashes the crease. And Jacksonville able to get the score and lead 2-1.
Second Iceman goal, scoring his second goal of the season. Number 19, Dalton Duhart. Assisted by number 8, Patrick Bykov. And number 2, James Hardy.
Cisco to Bykov and Hardy. Does not go down as a power play goal. Penalty had expired. But nonetheless, it has given the Icemen the lead. Coming 3:33 into the third. Whistle blows. with 15:53 left in the third. And the shot count now even, 16-16. Icemen now shooting the Gladiators 6-2 in the third. I don't think they are saying TJ Septenfelter's name right. They're trying to serenade him, but not working all that well. Crane from the right wing scoops it in. Just to sauce it to the slot. Gladiators break it up. Sylvester prodding at it, gets it to the red line. Icemen chuck it back down to Septenfelter. He'll play it to Robilotti. Let's try and clear the zone and do. Dalton Duhart gets his second of the year to give the Icemen the lead. 3:33 in. So the Gladiators now playing from behind for the first time tonight. As Brown from the right wing puts a shot on goal. Septenfelter absorbs it. 4:53 into the third. A guy dressed up as a pizza.
It's kind of unnecessary.
Looking up and down the stairs. There's got a guy dressed as a pizza coming up and down here. That's why everybody's fired up in our section. Meanwhile, the Icemen have it in the Gladiator zone. Left side shot. Septenfelter's got that again. And they tried to screen him a second time. That time Coughlin right up in his face. But he's got it. 4:58 into the third. Alex Young will take the face-off against Coughlin to the right of Septenfelter. Face-off won by Jacksonville. At the right point, Spetz hangs on to it. Disposes of it down low onto the stick of Coughlin. Cycled back up to the left point now. Across they go to Spetz again. In the middle, Coughlin flings it wide of Septenfelter. Gladiators battle for it and win that battle. Here goes Young. 3-on-2 developing. Feeds it to the right. Sip alone. Trying to get the return feedback in, but Atlanta offside again. And we've seen that happen to them a couple of times here today, Penn. Gladiators try and come charging right in, but offside, and that shuts the play down.
Scan the QR code to learn more about the Jacksonville Waves and score your season membership.
14:38 left in the third. Plenty of time for the Gladiators to tie this game up, which is just a one-goal game. But right now it's got to be a better effort. They're being outshot 8-2 here in the third. Conroy comes in on the left side. Stashes it below the goal line. Behind the net, Nolan has it, working with Morgan. At the right point, Les unloads one to the slot. Goes off a stick into the near corner. Burns tries to backhand it to Nolan. Gets taken down by Beraldo. Held in at the right point by Les. Squeezes it around the boards to the left corner. Nolan on the forecheck. Tries to wrestle it away from the defender. And Saprika working with Burns. They do just that. Burns a left side shot. Absorbed by Rowe. Exactly 6 minutes in. Shot count now 19-17 in favor of Jacksonville. We'll see a face-off to the right of Rowe. We resume play. McNamee, Francis, and Denemy. The trio of forwards for Atlanta. Jarvis and Les, the two defenders. Off the face-off. Francis tries to scramble to the high slot. Stolen away by the Icemen. Pass for Grando behind him. Atlanta will repossess. Francis streaks through the neutral zone. Cuts to the inside. Drifts towards his right. He'll go around the goal, keeping possession. Pops out at the left point. Continues to cycle. Francis shooting and fighting that off his row. Jarvis from the left point steers it to the circle. Denemy to McNamee behind the cage. Tries to stuff it in. That's shut down by Rowe. Rebound held on by Jacksonville. Brown pokes it over to the far wall. Icemen floated to center. Jarvis can't quite corral it. It's a steal. Crane and tight. Poked away by Septenfelter. The active stick by the netminder is just enough to rub it off the stick of Crane. Jarvis deals it in. Walter scrambling after it on the left wing. Icemen go around their netminder. Jam it out to center. Backhanded into Gladiator territory where Robilotti will catapult it out to center circle. Icemen deliver it to the near corner. Getting into it is Conroy. On his forehand, sidesteps the pressure. Looks up ice. Finds Sylvester on the left wing. He'll gain the attacking zone. Feed it towards his right. Robilotti shoots off the end wall. Sylvester tries to tuck it in. It's the outside of the cage. The captain delivers a check on Spets in the near corner. Walter working there as well. But pinballs back to Sylvester from the goal line. Looks to center. Broken up by Spets. Good active stick there. At the right point, Robilotti keeps it in. Catapults it to the circle where Icemen are there to grab it and get to the red line and fire it into Septenfelter. 12 minutes left in the third. Lind chugging through the neutral zone. Gets slowed down by 4 Icemen, but is able to grind his way into Icemen territory. Icemen spit the puck back out to center. Furiolo scrambles in. On the left wing. Sauces the puck to the right corner. Young there to meet it. Can't get enough on it. His stick breaks. Furiolo from the red line. Wires it around the boards to the right side. MacArthur, jolted by Cipollone, loses the puck. The New York native can't possess. Now Bykov gains the attacking line, feeds it into open space. Here's a feed back to the middle, and broken up there by Young on the back check. Right point shot shanked by Beraldo. Gladiators get lucky there. Saprika Achai off the mask of Septenfelter, and the rebound thrown through the slot. "11 minutes left in the third period. Been about 3 minutes since our last whistle. Jarvis has it in the neutral zone. Pops it on goal where it's played by Rowe. Zip it back behind the netminder. Gladiators crash that. It's a steal. McNamee back across, looking for Denemy backdoor. Couldn't get a shot away. Delivers it to the right point for Conroy. Back to Denemy at the circle. They trade places. One-timer Francis, followed by the shoulder of Rowe. McNamee has the rebound in the far corner. Working hard this line for Atlanta. Denemy behind the net, returned to McNamee. At the right point, Conroy. Spinorama, shouldered off the puck, but able to hang on is Denemy. Denemy leaves it for Francis. Gladiators buzzing right now. Francis to the left circle, delays, tries to feed it to the middle, goes off a skate. Held in by Conroy, widers it wide of the goal. Rebound put to the near circle. Jacksonville able to clear. Conroy is able to fight off Dunkley. Tried to steal the puck away from the defenseman. Able to fight him off. Francis gains the attacking line, splits the D. Has a trailer. Furiolo shoots off a leg and wide. Sylvester from the near corner locates Boudon. He's able to fight off Fulp. Boudon gets held up there a bit. Forces him from the puck, and the Icemen get out to center. Brown on the right wing, working against Robilotti. Feathers it to the middle. Intercepted by Walter. Forced to the perimeter. Robilotti with the puck. Robilotti tripped up. No call. Puck off his stick. In the slot is Grando. And a save is made by Septenfelter. Right circle shot. Grando shanks it. Wanted the one-timer. At the right point, Fulp back across. Takes it in at the line. Fulp shoots. Stick save Septenfelter. Pop fly simmers down in the far corner. Robilotti hammers it out of the zone. Puck is grasped by Fulp. Been over 5 minutes since our last whistle. 8:50 left in the third. Septenfelter leaves it for Robilotti. Sylvester has a glance off his stick. Icemen trying to take advantage. Less able to close in on Patosha and force him to the outside. At the right point, Spets reels it in. Goes it to his left and takes it back in. Return feed, push to the middle. From the wall, Spets shoots off the skate of Robilotti. And Sylvester will clear. It'll go down as an icing on Atlanta with 8:20 to go in the third. So no TV timeout because of the icing, and tired Gladiators forced to stay out there.
Now fans, and shout out to our Florida Department of Corrections penalty box attendants, helping enforce the law and order on the ice.
What in the world?
Cipollone, Sylvester, Les, Boudon, and Robilotti forced to stay out there because of the icing. Face off on the far circle. Boudon will take it against Coughlin. And off that face off, puck goes between the circles. Atlanta just trying to rip it out of the zone. Puck pinballs to the high slot. Hislop fires. It's blocked by Cipollone. Hislop with the rebound. Pushes it to the right side. One-timer from Spets. Deflected away by Sylvester. Now Cipollone grabs it on the right wing. Gains the red line. And shovels it down. And behind the scenes, Atlanta can get off for a line change finally. Icemen lead 2-1. 7:40 left in the third. Morgan, right wing shot, high riser, fought off by Rose. Shrugged off the rebound, was able to grab it. Behind the play, Lind got hammered after the play. That should be a penalty.
Yeah, it should
and
be.
he is wincing. He's grabbing his mouth. Hopefully he's okay. 7:37
Probably
left in
got
the
high
third.
stick in the mouth.
And Rode made the save. Everybody crashing the crease. And let's look at the replay here in-house. Morgan on the right side. What a shot that was. Trying to go far corner. Struck out by Rowe, and yeah. Lind crashing the crease. He gets high sticked after the play. We'll see if there's a penalty when we come back to Jacksonville. Icemen lead 2-1 with 7:37 left in the third. Back here in Jacksonville, it appears there is no penalty that was called for the high sticking to the face of Lind at the end of that play. We stay 5-on-5 with 7:37 left in the third period. The Icemen get away with one there. They lead by 1. In the red line, the Icemen will wind it to the end wall. There to meet it is Jarvis. Sidesteps the pressure from Coughlin and skates it to the neutral zone. On the near side, Young able to reel it in. Checked off of it by Coughlin. Lind on the forecheck, throws a check on Saprika. Young on the left wing. Gains the red line. Tattoos it off the end wall. The rebound is available for Morgan. And that is stopped by Rowe. I think Peter Morgan's had a pretty good night here.
In his second game.
He's looked good. And that goes back to our keys to the game presented by Beaver Toyota Mazda. Next man up mentality for Matt Ginn's crew, and Morgan has definitely risen to the occasion. Jalen Lind was back out there for the ensuing shift after the TV timeout, so it appears like he's all right. But he did get high-sticked at the end of that play, and unfortunately for the Gladiators, no penalty was called, so we stay 5-on-5. Face off on the near circle. McNamee will take it. Icemen win it. They'll throw it through the neutral zone. Icing on Jacksonville with 6:39 to go.
Fans, don't forget to join us November 22nd at 7 p.m. for Hearts and Paws, presented by Forever Vets.
Face off on the near circle. McNamee will take it. Denemy to his left, Francis to his right. Furiolo and Robolatti manning the blue line. Denemy has it. Rushes it to the left point for Furiolo. Unloads it. Slow shot. Stopped by Rowe. Rebound lifted out to center. Robolatti checked as the puck plopped down. Denemy leaves it for Francis. In the slot. Fires, and another shoulder save is made by Rowe. Denemy working on the far wall. Looks over his options. Tries to put one on goal. Ends up getting blocked. And now in the neutral zone, the Icemen go up ice. It's an on-man rush. Left side shot. Blocked in front by Robolatti. Cross-side speed. Defended by McNamee.
What a shot there.
Action on both ends of the ice. Francis from the left wing.
Shoot it.
Doesn't shoot. Checked by Spets. Things getting chippy here, and it looks like they're not going to call anything on either side. Conroy at the left point quickly dishes it to Les. He'll find Boudon, left circle, feeds it to the middle. Sylvester jamming at it, but Rowe on his backside is able to keep it out. Okay, we've seen good saves on both ends of the ice.
Yeah.
Captain Cody Sylvester right at the front door. Can't find a way to sneak it in. 5:34 left in the third period. We'll take one more timeout. The Icemen lead it 2-1. We'll see if Atlanta can fight back here in the waning moments of the third. This is the Gladiators Broadcast Network. We're back after this.
Feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal.
Gwinnett Fire and Emergency Services is ready to answer the call, but we'd rather prevent them. Our free home safety survey includes checking smoke alarms, identifying common hazards, and reviewing your family's home escape plan. Schedule yours today.
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Kroger. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your Thanksgiving needs. Because at Kroger, quality and low prices always come together. Kroger, fresh.
High drama here in Jacksonville. Icemen lead 2-1, but the Gladiators pressing here in the third. Face off to the right of Rowe. Boudon tied up off the face-off. Sylvester digs it free, but whistle is blown, and for the second time tonight, the clock didn't start. And that just robbed the Gladiators a really good chance because they won it to the high slot. They had a chance to shoot, and because the clock wasn't running, they get robbed of that. So it's a do-over. Sylvester will take this face-off. Up against Brown. Boudon off the face-off, fires into traffic, it's blocked. Gives it to Les, looking backdoor for Walter. Couldn't deflect it in. Meanwhile, Sylvester hauled down between the circles, just now getting back up to his feet. Les from the right point finds Boudon. He'll unload it. Goes off a stick and wide. Almost hit the backside of Rowe and went in. Atlanta with the puck. Cross-ice feed. Conroy couldn't grab it. Elects to go back to his defensive position. Icemen dump it down. 5 minutes to go in the third. Sylvester comes in on the left side. Working with Walter. They give it to Conroy at the line. They'll rush it towards his right. Return feed comes into his left. They'll plug it to the corner. Icemen able to repossess the puck. And float it through the neutral zone. Conroy collects it in his own end. Andrew Jarvis pelts it to the neutral zone. Lynn spinning around, can't quite reel it in. Jarvis from the red line will bang it into Jacksonville territory. Young simmers it down. Quick feed to the line. Robolotti's got it. Lets it fly. Blocked in front. Saprika there for Jacksonville. And the Icemen, once again, filter it out to the neutral zone. Lynn able to fight off Fulp. Icemen with numbers that come up ice. Low shot. Safe. Septemfelter makes another to deny the Icemen. Turnover caused that opportunity for Jacksonville. Septemfelter comes up huge. He's given the Gladiators a chance to win here today. That's all you can ask for from your netminder. Puck goes the length of the ice. It's icing on Atlanta with 3:44 left in the third. EJ Septemfelter making back-to-back starts. Playing sensational. There's a chance to our circle. Cipollone able to power out to the neutral zone. From the red line, he scoots it in. Rowe out of the crease to play it. Furiolo pinching in on the left side. Dispenses it to the near corner for Young. Young cycling up high. Puts it towards the goal, and it's snapped up by the glove of Rowe with 3:23 on the clock. Looks like we've got another timeout on the ice. We'll take one more here in Jacksonville. Icemen lead by 1. 2-1 is your score in favor of the home squad. Atlanta trying to mount the comeback here late in the third when we come back.
Desserts are popping up on Crumble's menu. More than just cookies. The lineup changing weekly.
Desserts now.
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Kroger. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your Thanksgiving needs. Because at Kroger, quality and low prices always come together. Kroger.
Well, Penn, we got a good one on our hands. Yeah. Gladiators trying to mount the comeback. 3:23 left in the third. Been fun having you here in the booth. Hopefully Atlanta will pull off the comeback and we get some free hockey.
Yeah.
3:20 left in the third period. Icemen with it in their own end. They'll scoot it out to center. Drop pass to Brown. He's able to rifle it around to the left wing. Icemen put on some pressure and drain out some clock. Young snatches it. Or make that Furiolo. Snatches it behind the net. Rolls it back to Les. Under 3 left in regulation. Francis loses a hand on it. Caught a piece of Grando there. Septemfelter able to reach out, grab that puck. 2:54 to go in the third. Gladiators this season are 4-1 on the road. 8-2 overall, so 4-1 at home, 4-1 on the road. Their lone road loss came yesterday in North Charleston to the Stingrays. The Gladiators lost that game by 1 goal. Today, the difference is once again 1. McNamee skates into it on the right wing. Feeds it down to the goal line where Jacksonville repossesses. And they will wire it through the neutral zone where it hippity hops onto the tape of Furiolo. Les off the boards on the left wing. Juan Boudon boomerangs back to the defenseman. The former Adirondack Thunder member. Pops it to the blue line, and Saprika deals it to the right wing. And down near Septemfelter. Collected there by Conroy. Trying to get it out in the zone, but it's held in by Bykov. 2:09 left in the third, and Jacksonville putting on some pressure, and it's a penalty on Atlanta. MacArthur got cross-checked by Conroy, and now everybody taking offense. The captain, Cody Sylvester, in the middle, rips off the bucket. I believe it was Brown. And chaos ensues. Unfortunately for the Gladiators, that was a penalty, and Conroy going to the box. 2:05 left in the third, and it feels like the Gladiators' penalty kill going to have to do what it does best. They're going to have to score. Yeah. Gladiators have 5 shorthanded goals this season. And yeah, that's a tough play from Conroy there. Checks MacArthur a couple feet away from the boards. It is a cross check. He goes to the box, and Gladiators are going to spend the remainder of this regulation period on the Beaver Toyota Mazda penalty kill. And so that makes the hill to climb a little bit steeper. And if you're Matt Ginn and Zach Amell, the coaching staff of the Gladiators, what do you do here?
Call timeout.
Feels like we could see that sometime soon. Meanwhile, Sean Teagle, the head coach of the Icemen, getting the verdict from the officiating crew. Matt Ginn waiting his turn. In the meantime, he will issue some orders to the captain, Cody Sylvester. 2 minutes on the board to Conroy here late in the game. It's a boarding call on Conroy, but the Gladiators actually catch a break here. They get really, really lucky, and this is actually going to be a 4-on-4. Oh my goodness, do the Gladiators get lucky. Bykov gets called for 2 for roughing. And the Gladiators still have a fighting chance in this game. Open space, open air. It's a 4-on-4 to end regulation. Brando has it, dishes it to his left. Climbing on in is Hislop. Has Brown on the wall, climbs up top, tries to cycle towards the goal, thinks the better of it, deals it to the line. Fulp takes it in from Hislop, cut off by Sylvester. Francis in the corner, leaves it for Boudon, and the Gladiators have possession. 1:35 left in the third. We'll see if they pull Septemfelter for the extra attacker. Yes, they do. He heads to the bench. Well, he almost made it there. An inadvertent pass ends up going back to the netminder, and he's back between the pipes. So here we go again. Septemfelter to the bench. Gladiators come scurrying in. They're forced off the puck. Icemen towards the empty net. Well wide. And that will go down as an icing with 1:11 left in the third. The Gladiators catch a huge break on that sequence. So Conroy was going to get called for 2 for boarding. And there's some rough stuff from Bykov afterwards that drew a penalty from him, and that puts us to the 4-on-4. So now with the net empty for the Gladiators, it essentially becomes like a power play towards the end of regulation, a 5-on-4 for Atlanta. Young, Boudon, Cipollone, Francis, and Sylvester, the 5 out there for the Gladiators. They win the faceoff. Francis from the left point hangs on, distributes towards his left. Young tries to simmer it down, puck hops to the corner. 1 minute left in regulation. Sylvester gets to work behind the cage, looks to center, Cipollone jamming at it, can't get a shot away. Stolen away by Coughlin, puts it to the empty net, it's blocked by Francis. Atlanta repossesses the puck. They still have a chance. Francis on the near wing takes it in with 40 seconds to go. Moves it towards his left. Sylvester gains the zone. Has Cipollone down deeper in the near corner. Puck goes below the goal line. Brown has it. Over on the far wall, they put it towards the empty net, and this one goes wide from MacArthur. Clock stops with 23.1 left. Icing on Jacksonville. And here it is, Penn. You called it. Matt Ginn uses his timeout. He'll give his big guns some rest here in what is going to be the final sequence of regulation. So Matt Ginn going to draw up a play for his guys, give him a little bit of rest as well. We'll see a face-off near Cameron Rowe to resume play, and really what it's going to come down to is if the Gladiators can win this face-off, they have a chance. You have to imagine it's going to be a set play here from Atlanta. Matt Ginn issuing the orders. But it has to start with the face-off win. Face-off will be on the near circle. The five are Cipollone, Boudon, Young, Sylvester, and Francis. And Louis Boudon's going to take this face-off for Atlanta. His opponent at the dot is going to be Icemen captain Chris Brown. Face-off, sends the puck to the wall. Cipollone gets pinned up there. Puck goes high for Francis. He'll unload it towards the net. Blocked in front. Sylvester crashes the crease. 12 seconds to go. Puck loose in front of Rowe. Tries to put a hand on it. He cannot. 6 seconds left. Young keeps it alive. Boudon from the wall. Back to Young. He'll hold and shoot. Low save. Boudon to the crease. And it stays out. And the Icemen win the game. The Icemen survive at the buzzer. They take this one 2-1. Atlanta finishes the 4-game road trip 2-2. They fall to 8-3, but they do head back home for a 5-game road trip. As fans on Flow Sports get to see the final sequence of the game. Rose sprawled out. Icemen able to keep it out of the net. That's all they had to do in the final seconds. Time leaks out, and the Icemen win by the final score of 2-1. Tough loss for the Gladiators here today, Penn, but yeah, they fought hard. They outshoot the Icemen 26-25. There are some positives for Atlanta headed back home, but ultimately, they do drop the final 2 games of the road trip. Been fun having you here up here in the broadcast booth. Always a pleasure having you. I know you got to get on home, but thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
Hope to see you back again.
Thank you, guys.
Coming up next here from Jacksonville, we'll have the post-game show. We'll wrap this one up from Jacksonville and look ahead to the 5-game homestand, starting with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits next Saturday on Glad's Fight Cancer Night. All coming up in just a moment here on the Gladiators Broadcast Network. Final score from Jacksonville. The Icemen take it 2-1 over the Gladiators. Atlanta drops the final 2 games of the 4-game road trip. They fall to 8-3 on the season. 4-2 on the road. TJ Sempton-Felter named the 3rd star of the night here in Jacksonville. Second star is Dalton Duhart. And the first star is Cameron Rowe, as he does end up stopping 25 of 26 for his second victory of the season. Duhart had the game-winning goal with 3:33 gone by in the third. So we bring you to the post-game show here at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. It's another tough loss for the Gladiators because they did a lot of things well, but again, not a lot of offensive production for the work that the Gladiators put in, and the questions on the power play still remain. We'll walk you through this one, and then we'll get to the analysis and look ahead to Greenville next Saturday back at home. Joey Cipollone got the scoring started for the Gladiators, 5:17 into the first period, scored his third goal of the season. It was a great do-it-all kind of play from Cipollone. Was able to steal the puck away from the Icemen in the neutral zone. Blasting in on the right side, put a shot on goal. Rowe made the initial save, but the rebound right back to Cipollone, and is able to whack it in for the score. His third of the year, gave the Gladiators a 1-0 lead, and ends up being their only goal of the night as the Icemen scored the next two. One goal in each period. First one went to the Gladiators in the first. Second one went to the Icemen in the second. Ryan Patosha scores his first professional goal, 4:06 into the into the second. And kind of a play similar to what Cipollone did. He able to kind of swipe the puck away on the right circle. Put a shot far side on Septemfelter, tickles the twine, and the Icemen tie the game up at 1. Move to the third period, and Jacksonville is able to put home the game winner. And right before that, TJ Septemfelter denies Dalton Duhart on what might be the save of the year. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, Septemfelter, moving from left to right, leaps into the air, had some serious hang time there. Crazy vertical there from Septemfelter, gets way up into the air, able to grab it, make a stop, rob Duhart, but about a minute later, 3:33 into the period, Duhart able to get the better of Septemfelter on a rebound chance. Iceman throwing the kitchen sink at him. Septemfelter makes a left pad save. The rebound right onto the tape of Duhart, and there's nothing TJ could have done about it. Not necessarily his fault, but Duhart's able to slam it into the back of the net, and the Icemen took the lead, 2-1, and that is your final score. Atlanta goes 0 for 3 on the power play, but they do go 4 for 4 on the penalty kill, and so it's kind of in the story over the last couple of games for the Gladiators. They do outshoot the Icemen, 26-25, but at the end of the day, the Gladiators only have one goal to show for it. So you think the last few games of this road trip, the outlier was the 5-2 win in this building to start the road trip. Next game, Gladiators scored 2, and the 2-1 win against Savannah in overtime. They don't score yesterday against South Carolina, and they scored 1 here today. That's 3 goals in their last 3 games. Feels like the offense has dried up a little bit for the Gladiators, and the power play woes continue. But the thing that intrigues me and the thing that gives me a lot of optimism for this Gladiators team moving forward to the start of the homestand is, one, homestand. You're back at home for the next 5, so you've got a chance to sleep in your own bed, practice in your own rink, calm down a little bit, and get ready for the games at hand. And 2, the Gladiators have been fighting for a full 60 minutes. And one of the keys for Matt Ginn coming into the game was to trust the process and that next man up mentality. And we saw that here tonight. I thought Anthony Furiolo did make an impact here tonight in his 100th pro game. Peter Morgan was noticeable for a few shifts there, put some really good shots on goal, created some chances. And so you think about losing Mateer and Nychuk on the call-up to Milwaukee. My questions was how is that going to impact the Gladiators, not just defensively, but offensively as well? Nychuk tied with Young for the team lead in points upon his departure. Mateer's solid defenseman for Atlanta was a plus. Was an even rating or better in all but one of his games, which was the most recent one against South Carolina. You lose 2 guys like that, how does that impact you on your back end, especially with having to use everybody here tonight? Dressing only 5 natural defensemen and 1 extra forward to kind of act as a defenseman at times. How is that going to impact the Gladiators here today? And they really put together business as usual on the defensive side of things and on the penalty kill. Atlanta with another really good night on the penalty kill, going 4 for 4, and they're only able to or they're able to hold the Icemen to 2 goals against here today, and so it seems like Atlanta trusting that process and players rising to the occasion. It's another great defensive night for Atlanta, but the problem has gone on the scoring side of things. So we'll see if the Gladiators are able to turn things around in the goal-scoring department when they get back home to start the homestand. But I think first and foremost, you've got to figure out what's going on with the power play, because for the Gladiators, whatever they're doing right now, it just isn't working for them. And so we'll see if they're able to turn that around against Greenville, who does have a really good penalty kill, to start the homestand on Saturday. But you start there and you kind of work your way upwards. I think because the Gladiators are outshooting their opponents over the last few games, there's no reason to panic. Atlanta's getting their chances. They've just gotten goalied a little bit. But for the Gladiators, there does come a point in time where some guys have to step up, and you need a little bit more offensively. We saw it from Cipollone here today, rising to the occasion, but it needs to be more than just one guy. Guys need to kind of rise up to the occasion as a collective whole, and the offense will start flowing from there. But overall, Gladiators with another solid effort, just can't tuck it home against Rowe. They get goalied a little bit. Cameron Rowe, the first star of the night, stops 25 of 26. TJ Septenfelter gave the Gladiators a chance to win, as he has done all season long. He stops 23 of 25, playing on a back-to-back for Atlanta. So that is the lowdown here tonight from Jacksonville. Let's take a look at the road ahead. Greenville lost to Florida earlier in the day, or Greenville beat Florida, 2-1 earlier in the day. So they're coming off of a win. And so we'll see the Swamp Rabbits a pair of times here on the homestand to start it, and a final 2 to end it. Glens, don't forget that the next game the Gladiators play to begin the homestand is Glad's Fight Cancer Night on Saturday. Puck drop at 7:10 p.m. at Gas South Arena. If you don't have your tickets already, make sure you get them, because that is going to be a big night. Gladiators wearing specialty jerseys that will be auctioned off after the game. It has the names of those who are currently battling against cancer or have unfortunately lost that fight. Gladiators will be wearing those jerseys for Saturday's game, and it's going to be a very special and very touching night. Hope to see you all Gas South Arena for that special matchup against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. So your next 3, 1 against Greenville, 2 more against South Carolina, so you get a grudge match there against the Stingrays, who the Gladiators lost to last night, and then you get 2 more against Greenville before the Gladiators are back here in Jacksonville on the 5th and 6th of December. So a lot of hockey to be played over the next couple of weeks. Gladiators going to get very familiar with Greenville, South Carolina, and Jacksonville over the next few weeks. Final score here from Jacksonville: Icemen 2, Gladiators 1. Atlanta falls to 4-2 on the road and 8-3 overall. The Stingrays won earlier today, so first place belongs to South Carolina. For now, the Gladiators will have to settle for second place. The Icemen do improve to 7-5 with the victory. They are now up to 14 points, and it's a crowded group at the top of the South Division. It's going to be a wild ride to the finish. This is just the beginning. 11 games down and many more to follow. Gladiators will look to bounce back after dropping their last 2 on the final games of the road trip on the 22nd against Greenville. I'd like to thank you for watching this presentation of the ECHO. I'd like to thank the Jacksonville Icemen for their hospitality here tonight. Gladiators will rest up during the week, get back home, and be right back at it against Greenville on Glad's Fight Cancer Night on the 22nd. That'll do it for us here on the broadcast from Jacksonville. Final score from VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena: the Icemen 2, the Gladiators 1. Peach Fuzz 27 asks, guy who's the better co-pilot, Penn or Jared? I'm sorry, Jared, but I think I got to go with Penn Campbell. Penn was awesome on the broadcast tonight. Very happy to have him. You can join me in the broadcast booth as well. Just head over to dash.com, select the Gladiators page, and type in your call. And you can pick a period to come and join me up in the booth at Gas South Arena. And who knows, I might see you for the next game right in person against Greenville. That'll do it for us here from Jacksonville. Final score: Icemen 2, Gladiators 1. I'm Guy Chiarenza saying good night and so long from North Florida. We'll see you back at home against Greenville in 1 week's time.